Oh, I think we're live. I forgot the countdown. Yahoo! Welcome, everybody.
Woo!
Welcome to another fun night with Ron Unconditional Love Terrell. It's Halloween party. And say hello to my guest, Jay, logistical
Hi,
oracle. Or,
everybody.
yeah, I can't see a thing. And just give me a second. Oh, yeah, I can see some. I got my sunglasses on at the same time. So, yeah, yeah. So,
You
we
look
have Lucy.
you look nice, Ron.
Yeah, okay, thank you. And that's my wife's scarf. So I put a pinky on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Teresa's in the house. Teresa. We have Lucy Mercier. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Joanne, Pisces, Paula, Leslie King, all these lovely people coming in. So for now, well, before I got a couple questions up there, but before we put the questions in, I want to talk a little bit about Halloween. My when I was a kid, I have this one is a good memory because it's not like today. Today you go buy a suit, you could buy the suit, the mask, the whole kit. Okay, this one I had to make it myself or with my mom. So for a little boy, yes, I got dressed up as a witch, a, a witch. So
Okay.
I had to make the friggin' cardboard, put up pointy and bigger in the bottom, and then put another
Mhm.
one glued like this. It's a lot of work and painted black and everything. So yeah. So anyway,
That's
I had to make the whole friggin' thing and put something to hang on to the hat. Okay. Then I had this, I don't know, this black robe. I really, really, really look and they had a contest for there was a contest and they picked the best costume that we made ourselves. Okay. And oh Jesus,
mhm.
and I bought the mask, but the mask at that time was rubber, made out of rubber. Shit, is
I
that ever
remember
hot?
those.
Get all hot. You breathe
Oh,
in it and you sweat like a crazy pig and everything. Oh my God. And and guess what? The funny part is I had the witch's round hat like this and pointed up all black. But the funny part is we I decided to take a mop, like a mop, take the wood out of it,
uh-huh.
all that, and put it on my head, all the stringy white stuff all over it. And Jesus.
That's a
And
good idea.
yeah, it is. So the mop, but it is, but you're hot like crazy. I mean, I was burning up like crazy in that mask, and that
Yeah.
yeah. So uh, then I was with other kids, and we would walk to the door and knock on the door for the candies in your bag and all that, and they wondered. They tried to guess who I was. They never thought I was a little boy. They always thought I was a little girl because it was a witch. So then they made this contest, and I didn't come first. I think I came second or third, so it was pretty good. I mean, I
Mhm.
remember that because of the I worked a lot on that outfit. But the funny part was the mop on the head. Jesus, and big long. I looked really like a witch. Wow. So that was funny. So I don't know if you guys had
You know
any
what? You
stories about that.
look
Yeah,
like a
go
good
ahead.
wizard. You look like a wizard costume, like
Yeah,
Merlin. You look like Merlin. Like if you had the fake long beard and the robe, I could see you as Merlin. Yeah.
yeah, I could be Merlin. But now
Hey, everyone. How is your Halloween weekend?
I could be a big cat tonight, or maybe Mickey Mouse with
That's
cat ears.
good.
Uh, oh, and guess what? I had this big
I
long
love those.
tail. I don't know where to put the friggin' thing. It's so long. It comes with the
I know.
outfit. Oh, maybe over my shoulder
Good
like
deal.
that. but it won't stay there. So
Yeah, over your shoulder.
yeah,
Yep.
it won't. It
Well,
won't
I
stay
have. I don't know if you can see it. I have a bat on my roses. I don't know if
there.
it shows up in the camera or not,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
but I have the veil that goes over.
yeah.
But it's gonna mess my makeup up, so I can see when I read.
Oh, jeez.
So we'll just do that.
Yeah. But your flowers, you look like a. I was going to say that the other day when we were on mediumship practice. Hi, Marshall Green
Yeah,
and Panama.
I.
Yeah, you know those flowers? You remind me of the flash. I'm getting a Hawaiian, like in Hawaii, you wear flowers and or they crown you when
Like,
you can
yeah,
you,
they
you get
wear.
off.
Yeah, I have one up there. Those are made
Yeah,
just like it. Yeah,
yeah,
but these are the flowers that represent
yeah.
the Day of the Dead and like All Souls Day, which pretty
Mm.
much celebrates in a lot of Latin cultures with my husband being Puerto Rican and my
Yeah.
daughter
Okay.
half. But I've always celebrated because I have an altar. You can't see it, but I have an altar over here where I keep all of the really good um, pieces that I try to display every year, and I light candles and stuff.
But also
So
your look, the way you look like a Hawaiian person that comes from Hawaii with that really like to receive the
you know,
the uh, the
yeah,
guests or the people like that come from other countries and that's what you remind me of. Sally says she
yeah,
thought it was she thought that was something else. I don't know what you were thinking,
yeah,
but I was thinking. I just know that it,
yeah.
it's springy and
He-
whatever. So,
oh
well,
my
here, guys.
gosh, yeah. It's
Yeah.
hard to find a costume that fits in the screen. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I want to say hi to Scott, Scorpio Sun Terrell is in the house. Maxime Lusar and Jackie's here too. Uh,
Hi.
and Tuffy, I have your question up there. Um, yeah, well, I'm even counting it where I was talking to Jay a while ago because, as you all well know, I lost my beloved dog uh, on the 12th of October, and I'm counting the days. It's 16 days that she's gone. So, I mean, 14 years is a long time with a pet. So, especially when you have habits, you get habits, hugging her, taking her out, all that stuff. So, yeah, she adored me. So anyway,
Yeah.
and I had a I sometimes I just look at her and I would telepathically communicate with her, and she was doing the same thing with me. So anyway,
Yeah.
I just lost my tail. The
She's.
sun
I have.
behind.
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
know if you can see it. I put that little black dog over by the altar that I showed you last
yeah,
2 weeks ago.
yeah,
The tiny one.
yeah.
So she's over there.
But you know what? I know she's happy, and she's. I had when Akila said, I think. She said she got wings, and I saw. Then I closed my eyes and I saw a dog with wings, and my God, I heard. This is weird. I heard, "Hey, this is fun," because I'm flying instead of running around with my four legs. I'm flying. You know, that was fun. But anyway, yeah. The dog's
She's
with
your
my.
baby.
Yeah, the dog is with my mom also. I can feel that she's with my mom. Mom is
Yeah.
close to her. Anyway, hi Patricia Francino. Welcome. Music are Diana says love. Look at you two. Yeah. Well, we're talking about Halloween, so I don't know if you guys did you have something favorite about Halloween? Did you grow up as like you know grow up? I mean, I had parties and one time also I had a party when I was an adult and you wouldn't believe it. So I went and rented a suit. Okay, the sombrero, like the
Mhm.
friggin' hat, Mexican hat, and I put that on, and
Yeah.
I got dark hair. I had a black. My mustache is white, but it was all black. Jesus, people
Mhm.
thought I was real Mexican. And
I can see that.
yeah,
Yeah, no, I can see it. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I can totally picture that.
So
Yeah, the
I was,
sombreros are big.
yeah, and the
Yeah.
big hat, and I was dancing with that and whole day, and I was having fun like crazy. That was a fun time there for that one. But
Yeah. You can party for days sometimes. I have to pace myself, but
yeah,
yeah, I haven't actually gone to a festive party since before COVID. Um, so just kind of dressing up in between meetings and Zooms with people has been fun. And then I figured everyone would be dressing up this weekend.
yeah,
So it's it's been pretty cool. It's
yeah.
finally cold, so that's good.
And I got my putty cat ears on there on my hat, my whiskers, and I know how to meow meow. So uh, I used to do that when I had a cat. I used to meow at her and she meowed back. She responded. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Anyway,
Mhm.
I love when you talk back.
Hey, there you go.
Um,
I was talking about a winning contest. The first one I was talking about a witch that was dressed up a little boy in a witch, and I came second or third in the class. The other one, I think she was dressed up as um oh jeez, I forget what the name of it. Oh my god, I lost it. What I was going to say. So anyway, but she said she won a
yeah,
costume.
I
That's
look
Oh,
for
Egyptian goddess. Oh, I would have loved to do
yeah,
that. Huh?
Cat Mama's birthday. I dressed up as an Egyptian goddess, so
You
I
did?
thought I would change it up for. I mean, still, there's always like 3 days that I try to celebrate, which is Halloween and then the 2 days after that to kind of go through all of the
Hmm.
cultures and
I guess.
traditions because I'm also Irish and Swedish. So
Okay.
um, I
Well, well, apparently in
I
my
celebrate.
I'm French, but I also have Indian, like my cheekbones, like I don't know what the high cheekbones here. Okay, that
Hmm.
is partially. Uh, I think a little
Yeah,
bit of Italian and
that's it.
Mexican, and
Yeah.
the whole. I'm one for all. It's a kind of. I must have had a lot of lives in different.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why. Oh, you want to hear a good one?
Yeah. My dad's side.
Okay, you
Yeah.
want to hear? This is not a Halloween joke, but
Okay. Let me
it's a
hear.
fun story that really happened because when I was about 18 years old, I was out west Canada, out west where they have trains, and I went. I got a job on a railroad track. Oh my God, this is hard work putting in the rails. Those big heavy, the rails are heavy like crazy. So I was with the gang of people that were repairing the rails, taking the ties out, that wooden part, those rail ties, black gummy stuff, and replacing the rails and all that
Mhm.
stuff. So we were sleeping in the not only in the caboose, but these trains, especially to sleep in it, the cars that they had just for the workers. Okay, we slept on in that. So one Portuguese guy, I was working with immigrants, Italians, Portuguese, and I don't know how many others there, and they asked me, "Hey, what nationality are you?" And I said, "I'm a French Canadian." Why? Oh, because your skin is a little bit tainted, like darker. Ah, and I said to they were all listening to me, and I said, "Oh, oh, this. Why is it tainted like that? Because I ate so much shit in my life, the color stayed." And my God, they all fell on the floor and laughed their head off. They're big men, like 200, 300 people. And oh, geez. Yeah, I said I ate so much shit, the color stayed. So my God, did they laugh about that?
Ron. Oh my God. And I know they weren't expecting it.
No, they weren't
So
expecting.
I'm sure, like, what did he just say?
Yeah. Well, anyway, they didn't expect that. That answer.
Oh my gosh.
Big grown men about
Oh,
two, 300 pounds. I don't weigh that much. I am small, but my God, did they laugh at that? Yeah. Or
that is funny.
or my mom, because I live in the country, our country roads here. So I had to go
Mm.
and get her at the bus station at the little at the village where because she lives in the city and she came here. So me and my wife we went together in car. So she's sitting in the back seat. The windows are down. It's the month of July. She always came in the month of July to come where I am. So and then she's sitting in the back seat, and I'm looking in the rear view mirror, watching her go like this. And I said, What's the
Where's
hell?"
she going?
She says, "Oh, we're getting closer to Ron's house." And she was smelling all the odors of the country. And she said that. Oh my God. And I said, Ma! Jesus.
Speaking of smelling flowers, there's someone named Rose Flower. That's new to me. I don't know if she's new to you, but Rose Flower I think is new to me. There's a lot of.
Yeah. Yeah. Rose Flower, I've seen her in a lot other chats and all over. Yeah. Of course.
Am I still here?
I know there's a lot of people here that I've known before I started my channel. So, and then they started following me.
Hmm.
No, uh, she said, laughing out loud, Ron, you both look awesome, Jay. I'm Irish, Scottish, Polish, and French Canadian too. There you go. Oh, she's French Canadian. I didn't know that. Okay. Oh, she'll be back. You just, her internet is all cuckoo sometimes.
Yeah,
There you go. You're back.
I am
So,
a mix. Yeah.
yeah, she says, she saw, yeah, she says, I'm Irish, Scottish, Polish, and French Canadian too. So, yeah. But anyway,
Yeah,
that's,
that's beautiful.
yeah. So, hey, you got any stories to share, Jay, about your Halloween or something you want to share? Something funny?
Uh, well, I'm trying to think. I have many stories because I just grew up. To me, this time of year represents being able to be in my element and be normal and watch everyone else play dress up and try to experience what they think the season is or what it represents to them.
Hmm. Hmm.
And it's really interesting to okay, I'll tell you one experience. When I was younger, and I still trick or treat if I can, but when I was younger, we were trick or treating, and I've had my gifts really come and go. It just depends on the part in my life that I'm at. But I remember we went out and we were with it was like a family friend, and we were trick or treating with them. And that's when the costumes were plastic, and you'd wear like the Wonder Woman or like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Incredible Hulk or something, and it had like that silly rubber band in the back. And you put the mask on, and basically the
Yeah.
rest of it is plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's plastic, and so it was those type of costumes.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing all these kids in the neighborhood, and I'm like, where did all of these kids come from and these adults? Well, as we're kind of moving on through the neighborhood, we get home, we start talking and stuff, and I'm realizing everyone's looking at me because they're like, what are all of these kids and people you were seeing? Like, what are you talking about? They,
Hmm.
had their candy and we were walking, so they didn't really address it then. But it was nobody else could see them. And so it was like some of them were in costume. Some of them I could just see the silhouettes because it was dark. But
Hmm.
I really thought it was a huge crowd of people, but it wasn't. They were just whoever, whether it was relatives or just, people, walking, or spirits, I should say, walking around.
Hmm.
So that was the first time I thought, oh, okay. And this was like, I don't know, second or third grade. That's one that I didn't realize until a lot later, that I was not seeing a bunch of people in all, human form.
Hmm.
What about you?
Well,
Did you kid, or like what was it like there growing up?
well, me growing up is like because of my journey, because of the abuse, I was pretty screwed up, pretty mentally, physically, so much screwed up that my mom brought me to the doctor. I don't know what age I was, maybe I think it was around 8 or 9. And the doctor says your son
Mhm.
is about 5 years behind everybody else mentally.
Yeah.
And I heard that from him saying that, and I said, Jesus. Um, and as I think about that, this doctor didn't know what the hell he was talking about because he don't know what it is to be in fear all the time, emotionally and physically and mentally, and that's what caused
Yeah.
me to have an unbalanced mental attitude or mental state because of all the
Hmm.
strong emotions. He didn't know what the hell was, and it scared the hell out of me also because I was there was a in Ontario they have a mental institute institution in Kingston, Ontario,
Hmm.
and my mother said something and I grabbed her leg. Don't do this, don't do that. And I don't I grabbed her leg because I didn't want to go there. Because I know what they do. You
Hmm.
know what they do to people that are unstable like that? They give them shock treatments with that'll destroy you.
Make
Yeah,
I
yeah,
make it worse.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So they didn't understand what the hell was going on. She wasn't talking what's going on at home. She was talking, she just told me, it just brought me to the doctor to find out, my state of mind, and that's what I got results.
Yeah.
As soon as I was free from because I ran away, later on, several times. I ran away. After I ran away, you know what? I healed from all that, and I became really, really who more. Nobody said you're mentally 5 years behind, or you're something wrong with you. Not nobody. I regained
Yeah.
myself in a way.
Yeah.
Yes, with all the little bugs and there was their programs and it's still stuck in there. But I learned in life by observing other people, meeting other things. I was free in the sense of that
Yeah.
atmosphere, and it made me
Right.
evolve in a better way. And then my healing started like that. By I
Yeah.
had to run. I had to run away to do that. So
Yeah.
that's not easy. And when I ran
Right.
away, I didn't have any money or the clothes on my back. So the only thing I could do at the time was pick pop bottles all along the road. That's how I survived with that stuff. So anyway,
Yeah. And well, that experience, I think, in a lot of ways, you were a lot smarter than, the kids your age, because you had to be. You had to survive.
yeah.
It's you. You're always when you sit and you contemplate and you just sit with people or you're talking or whatever, you're very internal. You sit and you kind of analyze everything, and I can see you doing that as a kid as well. and especially everything you went through, who would want to just open up and be, you know, talkative and worry about what grades they're getting in elementary? You know, that's hard. But I'm glad that, you know, that they didn't put you in
Mhm.
those really bad places. Um, because I've heard some of the ones in Canada are really inhumane.
Uh, Diana says, Ron, you are a very sensitive soul and very tuned in to others' behavior
Yes.
mentally. And she can tell that. She picks that up. Wow. I from what I observed. So you see, even though I never met these people in person, yeah, of course
Hmm.
you see me on here, but even if I wasn't on the screen, people picked that up when I was following the chats and other before I started my channel. They picked it up already. How energy, because we're like-minded people. There's a lot of us that are empaths, which the hell I didn't know what that was before. uh, Very sensitive, and yeah, so I am like that. Anyway, but that those lessons in life that I had made me a strong survivor with courage. I faced all the fears, and to face the fears is not. I had to go inside and sometimes uh, face something. You know, when you're scared of something, you're so scared. Oh, geez, you don't want to do it. And I took the courage and I said, no, I got to face it. And I take a breath, bang, I would face it. And all of a sudden, oh my God, it's not so bad. I'm not affected by it. It was all the friggin' emotionally fear energy, fear from this. I got so good at
Yeah.
it that I had an event where somebody stuck a gun in front of me, and I looked at him straight in the eye, and I said, "You son of a bitch! If I grab the gun, you're gonna get it in your face." And he saw that, and well, guess what? He
For
put back
you.
in the yeah, really, yeah. That's how I got to a
Oh,
point.
I learn something new every
You
day.
know, when you fear something, you fear so bad it'll happen to you. But this was an event where
Hmm.
when this guy he did that to me, and I said, "You're not going to scare the shit out of me. I looked at him. You know what that is? Yeah." I just said, "Yeah," like normal. Looked at him. Look at the gun. I said, "If I," and I started getting closer, and he saw that I wasn't afraid at all, at all. So what did he do? He grabbed it and put it in the drawer. And like he could read my friggin' mind
Well
or something.
done.
Yeah, that takes a lot of courage to do this, things like that. So, but anyway,
Yeah. Yeah.
but,
Just, I
but I
mean,
had a survivor. So what the hell? I mean, to me, the survivor does that. Anyway, I didn't think I was going to talk about these things in Halloween. Boo! This is spooky. No, but
I have
these are
another story. Can I share it?
sure. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, yeah. It's not. It just happened to my daughter. So she works at a shoe store at the mall, and she gets a call yesterday, and she answers the phone, and the person on the other end is a guy, and he's like, "Do you have Jordans for kids?" And so she was explaining the sizes for whether it was infants, toddlers, or young kids. And so basically, it was an
Mhm.
infant size shoe. And so then he says, "Well, my daughter died of leukemia, and I can't believe it. And Make a Wish didn't make it on time." This is what he's saying to her, right? And so I was wondering, I wanted to buy my daughter a pair of Jordans to put them on her in the casket. So my daughter's listening and she's like, okay, okay. And she's kind of looking over at her manager, like, I might need you to come over here because this is a question I've never had before. Ron, can I just tell you? Then this
Yeah.
man asked, I was wondering if I could return the shoes after the funeral.
Mm-hmm.
And get my money back.
Yeah. Because you still have
So, my daughter, well, one, I'm pretty sure it's illegal to try to take, I mean, the body is a corpse. Now,
Yeah.
I understand if you can't afford shoes or different things. At that point, I would have, if anything, as a manager, been like, you know what, we're just going to donate them to you because one, you can't bring them back. And then another manager comes in and he's like, well, technically, if they don't walk on the ground, and I'm just like listening to my daughter tell this story. And she was just like, Mom, I was mortified. I have never, and I said, I have never, and we have heard some crazy stories. But this man wanted to buy some shoes for his infant daughter, but take them back after the funeral.
Wow.
And that just happened.
That just happened.
Yeah. Chat, go ahead on that.
Wow.
So why? That's all I would want to know is why do you think that, well, I've gone to a lot of funerals. It's always been,
Yeah.
it has been one of those type of atmospheres where I've ever felt uncomfortable. So I've been to a lot, and most of them usually don't even show half of the body.
No, they don't. That's right. You're right about that.
Right. So and you have to remember this is an infant, like a toddler, like under 2. It broke my heart because I'm just like,
of course,
but my daughter, she handled it really well. She gave the guy, her condolences, and she, respectfully gave the phone to the manager. But we sat with it because we were like, this is, her father. It just was really something and I've heard some really off the wall type of circumstances that I've gone through or someone in my family has. But at that point, yeah, if I was there at the store as the manager, I probably just would have bought them and donated them to him if he really wanted them because, if she really liked Jordans, then she should have them on her feet. But to take them off is heartbreaking. And now you have this little girl, my daughter's like, she's running around in heaven with no shoes, Mom. And I was like, you handled it really well. And it just so happened to be, the same day she went to a haunted house. So she was like, is there something going on with the moon? I said, and I gave her that look. And she goes, never mind. I already know. It's full, isn't it? And I said, yeah. But so she wished him the best and was wondering if he was going to call around to other stores.
Yeah, and I'll tell you something. On the other side, she created her own shoes on the other side, and they're a lot glorious. They're a lot better and glorious, and she's having a ball with them on. So, yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
but I was thinking just about, because at that point I know my daughter. She's not going to try to communicate with her, even though she's a medium, because she was just caught off guard. But I've just never encountered anything like that, and so when that happens, and she comes home and she's so we got some comfort food and we ate and we laughed and watched funny videos and just sent some love and energy and healing to the entire family. But
I can share a story about the funeral stuff. it really, really, really uh, set me back mentally when I saw that because I was young. I was young. I went to a funeral where it's one of my uncles that passed, and we're all at the
Hmm.
funeral. And all of a sudden, my stepfather grabs my my uncle that's in the coffin and grabs him and roughs him up and says, "You want to fight, you son of a bitch?" Everybody was there, like really, really stunned. So I saw that with my own eyes, and I've never forgotten. So you know what I mean? It's ugly to see stuff like that, being disrespectful like that. So, but he wanted to show off that
Yeah.
anyway. That's the kind of guy that he was anyway. Um,
Yeah. It brings out some very interesting emotions in people.
yeah,
That's for sure. Yeah.
yeah, it's heartbreaking, but especially children, it's heartbreaking. But
Yeah.
I've learned, even me, I questioned that. At first I questioned it, but now I know that we sign contracts.
Hmm.
Whether your life is short as a child, or your life is taken away in such a way, or you sign up like I did with a monster, like for a stepfather. I lost my real father. So all this stuff, I signed for it. I said, "What the hell? Why would I sign for it?" There's a reason, because those lessons made me who I am today. Very sensitive, very compassionate person.
Yeah.
All those things made me compassionate about humanity, about other
Mhm.
people's feelings, and today I can sort of sense all this, and if I can help somebody, I will. In a sense, energy
Yeah.
wise, like. And
Hmm.
besides, it made
Yeah.
me a wise person because I'm not like, I don't go and says I'm better than anybody. I don't do this crap. I've seen people doing it though. They think they're all it in a cup of tea, and I say you're nothing but nothing, zero. When you get on the other side, it's a different story because you're uniquely honored and loved uniquely. Here, it's not the same thing. You know, there's too much
Yeah.
judgment. There's too much pointing fingers, and if you're not my race, but you don't belong here, or what the hell? I mean, this crazy world, all everything is really, really confusing. But I know that there is more love and light in the world than there is darkness. I think
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
people need
And
to do their own thing, their own work, and light up their
mm,
candle, or light up their light. Shine by by practicing unconditional. I'm talking about unconditional love, but love, kindness to others, and stop going into these people that drag you into their point. I'm right, you're wrong, blah 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 blah. Because you had to realize that that's what um, fear wants you to do. Fear energy wants you to
right.
get into this thing, and then you wonder what the hell your life is all about. And yeah,
Yeah. I think if people, when they go through these hard things, whether
yeah,
it's a death or, that seems
mhm,
untimely or tragic, or if
yeah,
they survive something that's horrible, I think that if a lot of people kind of, you know, live their life to a certain point and then reflected back, I think a lot more, if that was kind of an exercise or something that the collective did, they would start to realize the lesson in which that horrible event, when you look at it in hindsight, at the time it's awful, it's horrible, but then you go through life and you come through that tragedy, and reflecting on the reasons why, you realize, oh my gosh, I never thought that I needed that lesson, or somebody that was in my orbit happened to them, which affected me and others. So it's like a ripple effect, like a butterfly effect. Um, and it's really hard to try to comprehend, let alone tell somebody
Mhm.
when you're getting those type of hits. But yeah, losing anyone's tough, and
And
going
besides,
through all of that abuse is tough as well.
I'm so used to it that even if I don't understand the language the person is talking, and I know it can read friggin' energy or sense energy that person has been through, I get compassionate about it.
Mhm.
I really, really do. And I think the world needs more of that. People being compassionate for others,
Yeah.
because that's why we're here on earth, to help each other. We're not here to destroy each other. And besides that, we're so connected that you might not realize how connected you are when you take it out on somebody. You're taking out on part of yourself. You realize that, because you're part of the whole
Hmm.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you choose to destroy somebody because you think you're better than they are, or blah blah blah, then you're actually destroying part of yourself, because that person is part of you and you're part of them. So put it that way. So anyway.
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
Oh, she said, "Oh, Diane." Yeah, I'm liking your comments, because these people are like-minded people. They Okay. I'll tell you something about being on YouTube. If you're being transparent, honest, pure, uh, then these people, you can't pull the wool over people all the time, and get away with it. People can feel the energy. You can read the energy. I know they listen to your words, but words can be no energy in it either. Okay, you can say I love somebody, you don't even mean it. There's no intention. There's no vibes in it. You know what I mean? There's people like that that walk
Hmm.
around and repeat this stuff, but really
Yeah.
they're not in
They
in that.
yeah, they
Yeah.
say a whole bunch of everything that means nothing. It's like
Right.
word salad that they're excited that they've learned and they want, and
Yeah.
when you really think about it, you're like, you didn't say anything, even though it's been 5 minutes. I got nothing out of what you said. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, I think with energy shifting, you can definitely discern a lot better, especially during Scorpio season. Um, people's
When you
energies
raise
and
your
and
vibe, you raise your
sometimes
light, you all of us together raise the vibration of
yeah,
the earth. And there's so many of us now that that's why the earth is changing. And these people that are
yeah,
dictators and all that, they're going down the tube. Everything's going down the tube. These are these people. It's the end of something. No, we've been in it so many
yeah,
friggin' years. I'm talking about thousands and thousands of years. We've been in this friggin' energy that doesn't really, really um, deal with the human race. It deals with destroying people, uh, even the system.
mm,
Okay, this has got to change,
yeah,
because there's. Anyway, on the other side, we don't need all that stuff,
yeah,
but here we're still going through some stuff. Yeah, and the world is getting better. It doesn't seem that way because it's all over the friggin' news. But there's people
yeah.
really,
And but they constantly
yeah,
pump that up on purpose.
yeah, right. But it's all in your face.
But it's
Why
good
is
to
it?
get.
It makes you more
Mhm.
aware. That's how you become aware. What's all in your face when you see it's all in your
Right.
face. My
It's right
God.
there. They put it. They don't even try to hide stuff anymore. It's right there for you to see. And some people just blatantly still refuse to see it.
Of course. And you
So
know
that's
why?
where the separation is.
That's because they have little
There's a
programs
lot
in
of
their
reasons,
mind.
but they're not ready to face.
there's programs
That
up
part,
here.
it has
Yeah.
to do with them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Anyway, wow, we're a little bit off the Halloween subject, but anyway, that's the way it
Well,
goes.
well, because
Huh.
a lot of people look at it in
Yeah.
fears,
Yeah.
or dark energy.
Yeah.
But I think it's how you choose to view it, your perspective on it. Um, and being festive and dressing up is not so much a devilish thing. Now, of course, if you're wearing certain
No.
types of costumes, that's one thing. But I've always tried to keep it neutral. But the main point that I've made sure that it's really about is honoring those, that have come before us and that have passed, and that's all about our ancestors as well, and honoring them because we wouldn't be here without them, and they still help us on the other side. So it's just a time that I like to
Well,
celebrate and kind of commingle and do all of that. So that's how I see. But
here
I'm
in
so
Canada,
many different races that I just can't.
we have in a month of November. November, I think it's
I'm trying to
November
see the.
November 11th in Canada is Remembrance Day. So it's the month of the dead. That's why we're so close. But I'm I'm connected to those people that have passed, even my own family and things like that. So my near-death experience has given me an opening for that. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean. And oh, by the way, folks, when you first saw the video
Yeah.
tonight, and you see all those pictures that we had on the video, that was all the work from Jay, who put that whole thing together. So a big thank you for that.
Yeah. Of course. I like it. It's fun. Yeah. Because
They
what I wanted to do was our last live, you were literally giving out hugs. And so
Yeah.
when you went up and you're like, I'm sending you love and hugs, and I was like, oh, I got a screenshot. That's a moment. Hang on. And so I was like, I knew I could, get it perfectly where I was like, we're giving virtual hugs here. Come see Ron. He'll give you a virtual hug. Look, I
Yeah.
screenshotted it. It's a real thing and he does it. So I thought that was kind of a cute thing.
I believe that people can feel it in the chat. If I do that and the divine energy goes
Yeah.
through and gives a big hug to somebody that really, really
Yep.
needs it, the intention, there's people that say, geez, this is weird. I can
Yeah.
feel it. And I know. So, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, um, so we have 13 questions up there. I know we've been talking about this a little bit. So we've been at it for a little while. So we have Joanne. Joanne wants to know. We can answer something. Hi, Ron, unconditional love, and our beautiful Jay, Marcus. I am so worried
Hi.
about my daughter Paula. She's on drugs and has abusive boyfriend. I am so scared I'm going to lose her. You know, this is
Okay.
heartbreaking. This is a heartbreaking question, also, and I know what when people are on either alcohol, drugs, and things like that. The sometimes sometimes the people that really really can help. She needs to go through a therapy. People that know what they're doing with that, and need to be with people that've been through it, or the same as her, supportive and got out of it. It's funny to say that. It's like alcoholics helping alcoholics, drug abuse helping drug abuse. But she's got to get away from that abusive boyfriend also, um, which is pretty hard to do sometimes when you're manipulated.
When you're,
Yeah,
yep, when you're in it. Well, first, I just want to send you my compassion and
yeah,
understanding and love because that's never easy. Just the aspect of the substance, but then when you have the boyfriend added on to it in
Yeah.
that way. It's really scary.
He's around because he wants a controller. That's what that's what they do. They control the controller, so he can do what he wants. In a way, you know what I'm saying? Um, because
Yeah.
she became dependent on
Her
it.
name is
On
her
her
name is
name is Paul.
Paula.
I don't know. I didn't see that. She says, "I'm telling
You're getting really bad job.
she says, I'm telling you, she's 45 and she looks like 80. Yes, you take a toll on your body, this stuff. But you know what? Oh, just I don't know what. The only thing I can do is support you and send you lots of love and light because the help she needs has to come from her. You know, like you can support her. You can. Yeah, her name is Paula. Also, yeah, okay. You support her, but she needs to be. She needs help, and um, oh my God, okay,
My jaw
that's
hurts really bad.
yeah, that's ugh. Hmm.
Is there something going on with her jaw?
Mhm. Yeah. Well, that's because okay, abusive boyfriend. I see. I think. Okay, Joanne, ask Archangel Michael. Ask for protection for your daughter. Ask him to come to help you. Uh, you know, if you ask, see, that's the only thing I can see because she has to help herself or has to be have somebody help her through uh, to get through this stuff because she can't do it alone. And with the boyfriend, it's complicated. It gets complicated like crazy with the boyfriend around. I boy,
He, he he tries to keep her from talking.
yes, it's really bad. Nothing that I want to scare you with, or I'm trying to soothe your heart and your soul, but there's you need to ask for help from.
Do you speak to her? Are you is your relationship strained to where you're not speaking at all, or little bits at a time, or depending on what is going on, that she will talk or speak and say what's going on?
Well, if the boyfriend controls everything, he might he might not let her. Oh, she says she has to want to quit. Yes, that's the thing. She needs to get out of there. Uh, this relationship, but she's in fear. You know what I mean? There's a lot of fear in it, surrounded by that. And yeah, she gets mad. I haven't talked to her since February 2023. Wow. She gets mad because you tried to help her. You know.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty hard for somebody else to help another person, uh,
Right.
especially.
It's not ready. Yeah, they have to be ready.
They have to be ready, and also when it comes from a parent, sometimes the okay, I got your question, Diana. Okay, I just that you know that's what I'm saying. I'm comparing that to alcoholic anonymous or something. People that have problems with alcohol meet other people that have problems with alcohol, and they share their stuff, and they become they get help, and some uh, really um, get out of it. Drugs is the same thing. It's the same procedure, but it has to be like people that have been through the same problems, and that's why, yeah. And she has to be ready. Um, she says, yeah. She says she's not ready yet, and probably doesn't think she's strong enough to break free. I've been there. It's tough. Yeah, it's really hard because uh, anything besides drugs, any problem that a person has, the only uh, uh, the start of a healing process is when you are willing to start, you know, to start healing. Me, I had to do the work. Nobody could heal me from, you know, from stuff. I had to do the work. I had to do it for myself. I was so tired of, of suffering that I hit rock bottom, and I said, I have to do something. So I was searching all over the place and following all these programs. And finally, I could breathe because I understand. But she needs to be willing. Oh my God. Okay. She says, but she went to my sister's house and she had her arm in a slingshot, a sling, not slingshot, a sling. She made herself. He threw her out of the, oh my God, a moving truck. That's what I'm saying. Um, any police involved? Is there any police involved? Is there any report been made about the abuse? Yes, you're right, Paula. That's what they do. Abusive men break down your self-esteem and make you afraid to help yourself. Legal aid will help her leave. She has to be surrounded by people who want really are in position to help her. Um, you know, these are women. There's other women's shelters and things like that. Yes, but she has to make the first step also. Okay, Joanne says I asked a second question about my Medicare. Let me see. Okay.
I'm just
Anything?
waiting for.
Anything else? Anything else, Jay? You can add to that.
Not, not that I can say. I'm trying to have Raphael clear this because it's very painful. But I do sense a lot of blows to her head.
Hmm. Yeah.
She does get the courage to stand up every once in a while, and like people say when they pop off,
Yeah.
and he has to put her back in her spot. Um, I'm so sorry if you're
Me
going through
too.
this. I can feel it.
Yeah. That's a pretty hard question to answer, though, personally. But it's not easy.
I did pull. I got differences. There's a
Okay.
cat that's black and a cat that's white. They're total opposites. But I sense that she's this beautiful rose. That's kind of how he sees her. And what this card represents is beauty, but in the book it talks about seeing past the petals and seeing past just the look. So not only is she beautiful, but she's also like, there's a radiating light, even though the drugs have changed. There's still this light that just comes and goes. It comes and goes. She does get help from spirit, but because everything is going on with that, it's clouded, and he keeps her that way.
I agree.
And then this is what keeps them going, and this is the lust card. It's also like a vampire type of energy. Feeding, a receiving, a feeding. There's something about what they do in their lives that keeps this cycle. And I got restless energy, and it literally shows a woman holding a glass of wine, and it represents as well when someone is going through some things and they have a lot of restless energy, and the only way to bring it down is through different vices. So I do feel that power, that drive, it's there. It's still there. So I don't want you to think that the light is like gone. It's there. She's fighting. It's tough though, because he's a real piece of work. If you can, I don't really know. This would be something a Scorpio shadow work person would do, but there's got to be a way that he can. But then again, I don't know if she would exactly tell what was going on if someone did call the authorities. And I'll leave it at that, because my jaw is just really hurting. So I just want to clear this, but don't.
I'm asking Archangel Michael to get involved, really get involved, because
Yeah,
that person needs. Oh boy, could I ever feel that? Me too. So we're going to move on to the other question she had. She had a second one, and it says, Ron and Jay, I have another question now. That I turned 65, they took my Medicare away. How the hell they do that? Will I get it back? Thank you. Have to go see an access advocate so they can help me. How does it friggin' work in the States? Jeez, I don't know.
they've been doing that.
Depends
a
on
lot
the
of
state.
things have changed. Yeah, and your circumstance, but yeah, things are changing.
Wow.
Sorry, I thought we were having an earthquake. We had a small one last night.
You did? Are you okay?
Yeah. And
Okay.
sorry, because I text the group and I was telling Diana, because her and I have been able to feel them when no one else can.
Yeah.
And
right.
so as I'm sitting here, I'm like, why is everything moving? By the way, this is totally water. Just so you know, that's all I drink because my
Yeah,
mouth
me too.
gets so dry. But
I just got overheated. My body got overheated just reading my question. So it's a lot of emotional energy.
well, we're having a fun eclipse.
Yeah. So how can they do that? I mean, Medicare. Well, you're gonna have
That's right.
to.
I'm sorry. Let me
Okay,
reset.
that was she just turned 65.
Because
They took my Medicare away. Will they get? Will I get it back? You'll have to um, take take some action.
okay.
Get all the help you need. You know, just don't sit on it. Uh,
Okay.
Cat Mama Meow just dropped in. Meow.
Howdy, Claudia.
Yeah. I just went and filled my water bottle and took a long drink. Yeah, right. Jesus, I'm hot like crazy. Whew. That question gives me the yeah, a lot of energy. Mm.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's
she says
yeah.
she will be on Medicare and it will cost her over 160 a month. Oh boy. Yeah.
Okay. So now did they take you off because of your age?
I don't know what's
Because I
going
know
on.
sometimes when you hit it, things will switch. So I didn't know if she answered that.
Is there a pension? Do you get a pension? Does that whatever?
No, it's like when you're on state insurance or state food funding,
Yeah.
sometimes depending on your age, they will switch because there's Medicare and then there's Medicaid. And then depending on the state that you live in,
Yeah.
um, it can switch or change. Especially when COVID hit, they had switched all kinds of people that weren't getting assistance and then they were. And I feel that there's a lot of weird changes now that are happening. Um, but there's and I don't know what it is because I was trying to stay out of that part at this
Yeah.
time, but
Yeah.
there's something behind it. Um, okay, so you're wondering if you'll get it back.
Oh,
Okay, let's see.
she just said Pisces Paula. They are paying my Medicare premium.
Yeah.
But what the hell? I don't know how it works.
Okay. Well,
I really don't know
what
because
it
I'm
is,
in a country. So laws here are different. They have people that have,
yeah,
depending on your revenues, depending on how much money you have, uh, you got, we have a sort of like what's called a Medicare medical card where it's free from the government. But some people where they have a lot more
yeah,
money, they have to pay insurance or
yeah,
to have it, you know. So
right. Yeah, they have that here. Because some people, yeah, they either can't afford it at all, and then they get it all paid for, or they
yeah,
can only afford, a little bit, and then the rest is covered up to a certain point. But there's still stipulations with that as far as, the
yeah,
rules when it comes to,
yeah.
what they'll pay for sometimes.
Because I'm thinking this is something to do with the government. This crap. I that's my feeling anyway. So I don't know. Uh, but here we don't have the same laws or the same type of I don't know. I don't think she's on the. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's Medicare and then there's Medicaid.
Wow. So there's two.
Mhm.
Why do they call them?
Yeah,
What do you call them? Okay.
yeah, because one is sometimes for older people that
Yeah.
need assistance. And they still have like they've worked and they're able to pay something or stuff comes out of whatever they've
Okay.
worked for. And then there's the other kind, which you can get everything paid for, including medication, doctors, all of that. And a lot of people that have never been on it were switched on it during COVID and got things taken care of, whether they were not able to work, different disabilities qualify for that, circumstances, mental. There's many different categories that it could fall under. But sometimes they will give you maybe a month or two notice and they'll send you a letter and say that we're switching. And sometimes they don't give you an explanation. But what I'm wondering is if did they say anything about you being able to reapply or did they just say no, like that's it and you're not on it?
Hmm.
Because I'm trying to figure out how to frame the question.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, she's in Massachusetts. That's yeah, like Boston, Massachusetts. Like yeah, okay, yeah. I know where. Okay, shit, and that's not. That's more Democrat, isn't it? Massachusetts.
I think it's Republican. I'm not positive though. I don't be doing all that stirring around, but there's something behind because it always happens when there's about to be the next lineup in the government of you know whose tail is bigger. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, but it's at the expense of people. And yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that's literally in the midst of changing that people are either waiting before they announce or it's set up in a really messed up way. Um, okay, so
You'll have to work for like work to get it. I don't know. I don't know how it works over there though. But yeah,
well, I pulled 3 cards out.
yeah.
Um, the first one I got is the Seven of Swords. We know what that's about. We
But
have the sneaky attacker. So they're up to some no good.
yeah,
But it's looking hopeful because I have the Nine of Cups. And it's wishes come true, your dreams become a reality, magic time in life, faith in the universe that it will all be well. So
okay.
there is it's not looking too bad.
She says I was on Social Security disability, and now they change it to
Mm-hmm.
retirement. It's my mass health ACA Medicare.
Oh,
So
AKA Medicaid. Okay.
is
Medicaid is different from Medicare. Yeah.
is
Okay.
there in
I'm
the
so sorry.
social or whatever is there retirement? Is there a program in there? Did you? I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know if there's a program or is it
Pisces politics, they did it to her too. What came out like what would you do, Paula?
saying they did it to me as well? That's what she's saying or sharing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because I don't know anything about what's going on in the states. I know about here, but in the states is ugly. Those changes. Um, okay, Paul says
Okay,
you
I
have
got
to
that.
use
Yeah.
Medicare when you turn 65. She just put it in the chat there, as you can see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the like other people in the chat that been through it, Joanne. So she says there's no choice to that. So I guess you're, yeah.
Hmm. Okay,
And
so I'm even going to.
and Lisa says you're right. Get a case manager. Joanne, you're on the right direction. Social service, because I don't know how the.
Yeah.
I mean, politics here and politics in your in the states is quite a different story, and government stuff, you know. So, um,
I think I may have one message for you.
okay,
Um, I did say the 9 o'clock, right? I think I did. Okay, so the 2 other cards I pulled up were the Magician. Now, the Magician is magic. If you believe in what you want, you'll manifest. It's taking things into your own hands, which I think would definitely
yeah,
be what you need to do in a situation. But this little guy comes up, and he's so cute because he's sitting on a he's sitting on a rock. He's got butterflies around him, and he's got a sword. It's the page, and it's logical, perceptive, insightful, and blunt. An exciting intellectual challenge. But putting your insights and information that you need might be challenging to receive it. But review all documents very carefully. That is the last sentence on this card. So I think that going through these next unfortunate hassles, having to go through this phase of paperwork and speaking to people, um, that that speaks on, especially with the Magician card, that you might be able to turn something around. I don't know if it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be back what it was, because that's the law that they're making now. Um, but I think in the way that you've had such incredible questions every week with the car situation, you didn't wait, you jumped on it, and look what happened. I think I get the same feeling in this situation too. It's like you are going through one thing after another, after another, after another, and I you've got to be exhausted. But you're on the right track in following these signs and synchronicities.
yeah. Be, just become very well informed and do what you need to do. You know, and there's a lot of people here that are sharing their knowledge, and maybe you should.
Yeah, and I'm really feeling that. Yeah, because hey, if you see me trying to even figure it out by trying to get a hit or pull, but if you've been through it yourself, by all means, jump in, because
Mhm.
it's all unfortunate with the situation. And I'm just, Ron, did you want to give her a virtual hug, or is it my turn? Is it my turn? I think it's my turn. Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
Okay.
Give her a
Okay.
virtual hug, everybody. A divine virtual
So like,
hug, every
yeah.
sending all
There.
the healing love and light. And
Yeah.
I'm sending my Archangel Michael towards you
Yeah.
to
And Raphael, I'm so sorry. I I know you can just tell in my face, but
and,
I never want to give you
yeah.
bad news, but it's not all bad. I think that if you talk to the right people, you can figure this out. Sophia Mama, hi.
What happened there? Okay, there we go. Jesus. Well, anyway, I hope that helps
I don't
you.
know.
Hope that helps you, Joanne. Geez, you're going through a lot of stuff, and I'm telling you,
Yeah.
you got, I got to tell you something. You're a courageous, strong
Yep.
person, to be able to go through all that. And my hat's out to you.
Very resilient.
You know, but
Yeah.
geez, those laws in the States compared to here is unbelievable. So yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I hope that helps you. And let us know because, frankly, let us know. There is a solution for you
Yeah.
out there, for sure. But you have to be well informed. And a lot of people share their knowledge about that in the chat. So I hope you check that out. Okay. Huh. She also said, yes, Medicare pays 80% of your Medicare Medicaid pays the other
Medicaid pays
20%.
20. That's different. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how that works, but Jesus, that's
Yeah.
strange.
Well, I didn't
But
know like I went when I was going through all of my stuff, my fibromyalgia and my arthritis and all that stuff. Yeah, I was on state insurance, and so was my daughter. And they paid, for everything. Unless it was something like when she was in the hospital, they did pay when she got meningitis. But yeah, some people can get everything paid for. That is the case. There is a switch when you do turn because um, Medicaid and Medicare, I'd always get them confused and have to remember. But yeah, she's right. They Massachusetts. Yeah, I would just like I think was it Tina or Pisces Paula that was googling something, but I think that it would also come down to your actual state and
yeah,
the details within.
I find that okay. I'm just going to put it out there. I think because of where you at, Massachusetts, I think you have a better chance to there than you would if you were in the red state. But it really, you know, I think because there's more Democrats around there, and Jesus, it's quite an adjustment to go through. Anyway, I mean, hmm, here where I am in Canada, we have well, I'm not talking about Canada, Ontario. I'm talking Canada, Quebec, where I am. We have a card. It uh, is to be able to get medical uh, medical help when you need it because you have the card, and it, and that card is identified to you only. But if you need medicine when you get a checkup, like a prescription from the doctor, there's part of it you have to pay out of your pocket. Part of it, not all of it. It depends if it's the
Yeah.
government pays a portion of it, but you have to pay uh, a percentage. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite different than you
No,
guys.
I think it is different, but you understand what it is because it's different, but it's very similar in what you're saying right now. So,
Yeah.
um,
Anyway, I hope that
the
answered
chat.
your question because we have almost 13 more questions up there. So I hope let us know. But there's a lot of people giving good advice in the chat, so maybe it's you know you can
Yeah.
look into that because your chances are a lot better in the manage. Oh, Jesus, I can't even
It's
talk
hard
anymore.
to say. Massachusetts. Try saying that fast.
Massachusetts, whatever. Okay, so
Yeah.
your chances are better there because of the state where you live. So that's my feeling. Okay, so I'll have to move on to the next question. I hope that answered your question there. That was your second question, Joanne. So okay. Um, mhm. Okay, we'll move on to uh, Paul Roberts. I don't know if he's still here. Hi, Ron. I have a question for you tonight. My workplace employer is having difficulty. Will I stay there long term? Will there be more dollars? Do not want to move. Thank you. Uh, okay. As soon as I read that,
Well,
there's a
yeah, I have to
readjust.
reread it. Hold
Yeah, go ahead.
on. Okay. Um, okay, so he's having difficulty keeping you employed. Am I reading that right?
Well,
Are they in a position where,
he's seeing that his workplace employer is having difficulty. So that means
okay,
there's a reset. The company's going through stuff. Hey, and also there's high prices and not a recession, but like it's a little bit about you know.
oh,
He
so
says,
it's
"Will I stay
miserable.
there long term? Will there be more dollars? Do not want to move. Uh, more dollars? Not right now. I'm not saying you will right now.
Was
There's a
there?
yeah.
That wasn't me.
Mhm. So I think hmm, okay, because he's asking for more for more money. Ooh, I don't think it's right away right now. There's too much going on.
Um, okay,
Okay, yeah. Um,
internet and vision. Okay, so I need to rephrase the question because we have two questions. One of them is, will I stay? And the other question is, will I receive more money?
yeah, there's almost like like my
Okay.
workplace. She, yeah, will I stay long term or will there be more money? I don't think there'll be more money right at this moment. Okay, there's a reset in the workplace, the finances and everything. He says he doesn't want to move, do not want to move. So hmm, it's like it's like he's saying, well, maybe they'll have a position for me, but I have to go to another city and the with the
Yeah.
employer. Is that what it is? I don't know if he's here. So, oh, look, he says this is a retail location, Ron and Jay. A retail
Okay.
location. That means, mhm,
Well, I'm getting, if there is going to be any type of abundance, there has to be change. I got
yeah,
the Jupiter card, which is abundance and expansion. And then I got the Uranus, which is, upset, change, sudden change, things not staying, the same, but with the Neptune card as well, it's vision, but paired with Sagittarius, which is expansion. Yeah, I think if there is any abundance involved and increased money, it wouldn't be there. You would be going somewhere. Um,
mhm,
that's what the cards answered regarding just that part of it. That's why I wanted to narrow it down. So if you go, there is opportunity. I know you don't want to.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. There's a
Yeah.
reset in his workplace, but he's not the only one. There's all over the world. It's like that, and I don't know. I don't get the feeling that they're um, the money part because it has to be readjusted and everything. And the retail is that there's this thing called inflation. We're going through the whole world's going through even here, inflation, and everything. All the prices skyrocket. So even if you are, you know, people are like, Jesus, I'm going to buy just what I need, the simple things in life, and that's it. And they're not spending as much money as before at this moment because of it's not a recession, but it's almost like one because of the friggin' inflation, gas prices, everything, the groceries and things like that. So I don't know. I don't see that. Ooh, I got I got the Queen of Swords for a card, and I got the Eight of Pentacles that came out. So Queen of Swords is like, they're adjusting, they're readjusting stuff. Okay, and they're working hard to maintain what is there now. So I don't see that. Um, I know you don't want to move, but you know what I mean. Jesus. Oh, so he said it was a retail, right? That's what he said, eh?
Mm.
Retail location. And oh, that's why you're asking a question. Could it be that where you're at, the retail location is they're raising they raise the rent so much that's why the you're having difficulties. You know what I mean? Like because a lot of companies do that. They don't own the building. They rent it. They they pay rent to do a retail to retail their products or whatever. Is that it?
Yeah. And then if that specific location doesn't do well, or
Yeah.
that's why I was asking if it's important you off to a different location, or um, within the company, it could be a different branch, um,
Mhm.
that type of thing. Oh, good, it went through. I was trying to say goodnight, but my thing kept disconnecting. My signal.
Mhm.
I noticed that around this time is when my electronics start acting. Yeah. Okay, it went through.
So uh, I got this Queen of Swords that like they're really adjusting that. This is current to they're cutting stuff up. They're trying to reorganize, and they're still you're working hard and maintaining the stat the the money that they do have, but it all depends on also people are cutting down on their consumer. Consumers are cutting down on their expenses because they're going through hell right now, like gas prices, like buying stuff. Depends on the product that you're in. I don't know if that answered your question because I don't see, I don't feel that the a raise or more money. Not at this moment. Okay. Um. Uh. hmm, It's because this thing it feels transitional to me. So I don't know if that answers your question. So I know you don't want to move.
Yeah, you might. I mean, if that's what you're looking for, is more abundance, like card said, it would have to be change. That would
Yeah.
happen. I don't know exactly what, but it wouldn't be at your current location.
You wouldn't be at the current place where you're at now. So I don't know if you keep on maybe look for another opening or whew, I know it's not easy, but without you know leaving that one behind, maybe look to help yourself in maybe
Mhm.
and some other
But
yeah because I'm not getting you're not gonna get more money out of them not at this moment to really into a recession or something and I don't know if they're it's like I said if they're paying rent where they're retailing their stuff then that's a lot to do with it and you have to make a lot of sales to be able to pay that those high prices. So I don't know if that
yeah,
answers
so
your
that's what I
question.
got.
I hope that resonates with you. I hope that answers your question. Um, and thank you for your question. Let me see who we're at now. We're at Tina. Tina wants to know, hi, Ron and Jay. Oh, geez, I was in an accident in 2021 and my attorney has filed. Do you see my case settling in my favor? I was rear-ended when I was sitting at the red light. Thank you. Mhm. Rear-ended. So your attorney.
Mm.
Always something trying to get away with some stuff, eh? You know, there's always I get the feeling there's always somebody trying to get away with stuff that like uh, there's a lot of injustice in the world. That's one of them. Uh, oh boy, rear-ended. Hmm.
Is there any injuries that are a result or anything?
Well, they call that whiplash or something like that, don't they? When you get rear-ended,
Exactly.
whiplash, and
That's how I got. Yeah, when I got rear-ended, that's what triggered my fibromyalgia and my rheumatoid arthritis, and it just triggered all kinds of stuff. So yeah, even the littlest, bump doesn't even have to be an actual big car crash, just a rear ending,
mhm.
and that does matter in cases as well. That's what I'm asking.
So. Well, okay. They're playing. Okay, these people. There's somebody's trying to get away with some stuff. No, not. Yeah. Yes, she says a
Okay.
concussion. There you go.
Okay, that's the difference. Okay.
That's the difference. Yeah.
Is he
Yeah.
having? Is your having you write down your symptoms and keep any journals at all?
I got your question, Sally. I think I got your question. Yeah, I'm sure I did. Yeah. But she's got a good case. But the other,
Yeah.
they're footsie, they're playing. You know what I mean? Like somebody's trying to get away with stuff, or they haven't. They want to. Mhm. Okay. She said she says I yes I was sent to my lawyer's outpatient
Okay.
clinic. Yeah,
Um,
clinic. They're trying to delay for some reason, but I think you're gonna get out. You got a good case. Okay, you got a lot of proof, and you got a good case. Uh, yeah, the friggin'
yeah.
the insurance doesn't want to pay. That's the problem with them, is it? So, but you got a good
Mhm.
case. It's the friggin' time it takes. They drag it and drag it out. Because they're trying to get away with stuff. So, you know what I mean?
Well, they're trying to
Yeah.
really see, I mean, in my experience, this exact same thing happened. They're trying to really see, is this person hurt? Are they willing to go and do all the steps that's needed for therapy after something like this happens? And
What?
what
What
happened,
was that?
honey? What's wrong?
I don't know what's wrong. I don't
What?
know.
Wait, what? I missed something. I'm sorry. I missed a lot of things, I guess. Well, don't leave.
Yeah, come back because you know you
Yeah, we don't want to be like ruined. We're here to have like well, this part isn't fun. Reading on somebody's hurt, but um, sorry, I was still kind of in my train of thought. Okay, so the question we were just reading on, I did get cards and they are looking good, but my train of thought went and I was thinking about my experience and how the steps that usually insurance company will make you. That's why I asked about the journal, because I made sure that I wrote all of my symptoms down and kept a log of all of those and kept my appointments, because they have to go through this process of really seeing how much this person is just, if they want just money and want things paid, or if they're genuinely hurt and need the care. It's just a way that they go through it. I went through it for 11 years. Yeah. Um, yeah, please don't leave, hon. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to go back in the chat. I don't know what happened. So um
Well, I was saying that she was trying to help you. I didn't see nothing really, you know.
but I do know
But
that lots of people's emotions are very heightened. I mean, we're in a full moon lunar eclipse. Hello.
that's right.
But everyone here is just always so considerate, and I think sometimes too, if the chat is moving, it's hard to tell if you're not keeping up, and I wasn't, to see if the comment, um, but I think at the stage of just a lot of emotions and everything.
Yeah. So
But I don't want anyone to leave. I don't think anybody is perfect.
you need to be surrounded by like-minded people. You need the love. You need the support. So you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think. Okay.
Well, I was I just went blank. I
Oh,
have
okay.
cards.
That
like
okay.
on who we were reading.
That's why she said she's offended because she asked 2 questions a day, and last week asked her to consider not asking 2 questions. You know, well, because there's other people wanting to ask questions also.
I see. Okay, okay. I see. I didn't even. You guys do send your, when you chat your questions. Me just
Anyway,
usually try to.
we took your both your questions, Joanne. So we're trying to uh, for our hearts out to help everyone in here. So I mean,
Yeah, and
so yeah, usually one question would be per person, because we'd be here all night trying to everybody did that. So uh, I tried to help you as much as I could in time of need. So just consider that. Okay. Just yeah, I want to send you lots of love and love. Hug. Nobody meant really, really anything. You gotta be, you're very sensitive right now on all kinds
yeah,
of stuff. And
I mean, I'm
sometimes
going through a lot. I'm
it
sending you
was,
tiny little skeleton hand hugs from my
yeah.
necklace. So here's your skeleton baby hand hug. They're actually
We all
heating up
need
and making my neck warm.
we all need each other. We all need love. We all need support. So you know. So I hope you could reconsider that because it wasn't anything bad intention about that. So,
Yeah.
but and, and besides that, I did take both your questions. So just just other people that want their questions. There's
Yeah.
some,
Oh, I just realized Rose Flower, beautiful name.
yeah.
Has is it 10 people? Which one's yeah? Because I realized, oh my gosh, what time is it? And um, because
Well, we have
I'm in different.
okay. That was Tina. We have Pisces Paula. Then we have Sue Toffee. Then we have Patricia Francino. Then we have
Mhm.
Leslie King, Rose Flowers, and
Mhm.
after that, and Lisa, and okay, Sally, and music and Diana. Okay, that's it for tonight because we'll be here all night. Uh, so, Joanne, anyway, it's just that, you know, uh,
We were just reading on someone.
yeah, I know
Okay.
you needed the help, so that's why I did take the both questions. Um, I know in some chats they don't allow 2 questions in the same person, only one question. I know Milu does it. I know all over the place they do that. So anyway, but we're
Okay. Well,
we're
I'm
we're, we're just trying to help,
doing
and
good.
yeah.
But can you help? I have cards, and I'm going blank on who I was just reading on because I want to give them the message.
Okay.
Right.
I think her settlement will come. She has very, very strong proof for that, but it's gonna
Excuse me.
it's gonna delay like that a little bit. So I don't know.
Oh, I'm okay. These are some dry crackers. Okay. Okay. So the first I talked was the Page of Cups. A beautiful new emotional experience. Um, awakening of psychic abilities and spiritual insights. I think this is the beginning to you feeling, if you see she's like a little mermaid under the sea with the little dolphin. This is the beginning, and like she's holding the cup is the offering of something that's gonna change. So then I get the strength card. Now we know that this is all all what you need. As that Leo strength, and she's like this little redhead sitting next to the red lion. She reminds me of my Irish people. Beautiful card. But this is personal power, assertiveness, compassion that brings out forgiveness, and realizing that you're stronger than you think. So that's the encouragement I want to definitely emphasize, that this is a journey I've been on it. Not everyone has the same, but I know what you're going through, and the best advice that I give, just separate from this part on the cards, is that document things, even if you feel like you want to give up and it's not, worth it, or if something's not working, change the type of therapy, because it's very important that you address not only your pain and what you're going through, but what I learned from my experience was that I kept it in the body and I didn't know that I was doing that. So the trauma that I didn't think was a big deal with my accident, it's stored everywhere inside me. But it also spiritually awoken me to realize that I was more, it like triggered some empathic, like fast forward, where I was feeling everyone's pain and I thought it was mine. So this was before they had diagnosed fibromyalgia, what it was, and they said it was my head, and my whole story that I talked about with Kate and Ron. But I won't, kind of go on about that. But I'm just saying, in that way, I understand what you're going through, and just hang in there, because you have the strength, and you've got the support here. And with the Seven of Wands, it's about standing up for yourself and your beliefs, and having the confidence to choose your battles wisely. And that just explains right there. This is a battle. You're dealing with insurance, and you're dealing, with your health, and it's important. But the last card, you got the victory card, so it is looking good. I mean, I just had some food, so I just got a little bit of, thought forms rubbing together in my brain. But I pulled these cards before, and I really wanted at least you to know that it is looking good. Just stick with it, and let us know as it progresses. Because like I said, I've been through this, and it was a long journey, but it was well worth it, because I was able to start to heal and find the doctors that I needed to help me in the future. So I hope that helps.
Thank you, Jay. I have two cards for you, and like I said, eventually you got a strong case there, uh, and the proof,
Yeah.
and it's, they like to delay, but the two cards are positive. The ones that I picked was the Ten of Pentacles. So
Yeah.
look at the family, the reunion. So this is the outcome, okay? And yeah, she wants to know what was the victory card.
Okay, I didn't know. I noticed that my stream might have been freezing. I'm so sorry. This internet thing is just not my friend today. But
And
it's
then
okay.
I'm going to show you this one. I got the Ten of Cups. This is
Go ahead.
joy.
That's fine.
So I got the joy. I got the Ten of Pentacles, and I got the Ten of Cups. So everything it'll work out.
Good.
Okay, so
Those are good cards.
they're good cards.
Okay.
Financially and victory,
Yeah.
and the joy and the celebration. So you're going to get what you're going to win. But it's the other ones they tried to delay this. So she wants to know what that victory card victory card was.
Okay.
I'll be okay.
So
I'll
the
let
victory.
you. I'll be back.
Okay. So the victory card. Can you guys hear me? Okay, because I look frozen and it's not a cute look. Okay. Victory. Wise choices that bring public recognition and success, promotions, awards, or scholarships. And she's holding up all, come on up, please. You see, she's holding wands that are like sparkling, but victory cards are always good. And it also is a testament to the journey that you go through that leads up to the victory that I was saying that is so worth it. So it was utility truck. Oh my, it was a bad. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I've been through it. I have, and like I said, it triggered all kinds of things that started going wrong, and I didn't know what was happening. But I am here for any type of questions regarding what I went through and if this is normal, and even more specifically with your body and how you're changing, because looking back at it, it happened for a reason. I actually wouldn't be here doing this. I wouldn't, because I was in the bed for pretty much my daughter's almost up until she was in 4th grade, and I didn't know what was wrong with me, and it all came from just a rear end when I was 17. So I hope that helps, but it is looking good. Ron got the same 10 of cups is good things going. So good night, Rose. I'm sorry.
Sorry we didn't get to your question. Oh, sorry. Yeah, but it took so long for the first time. So yeah, you will win because there's a strong case, but like I'm saying, it's probably it's the. I was wondering if okay. What? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, just because I'm looking at my screen and wonder what the hell going on. Okay, it's okay. Jesus. Yeah, but it's like they're delaying, but meanwhile you have all the proof, so you got a strong case.
Yeah.
You win eventually. So I hope that answered your question. So Pisces Paula, okay, she's having a nerve ablation.
Ablation. I think it's pronounced ablation.
Done
Ablation, I think it's pronounced on the cervical. Oh,
vertebrae.
that's 1
Is that on
and
the
2.
back? That's C1 and
Yeah,
C2.
right in the neck, the very top part of the neck.
Okay.
That's 1 and that's 2. And I've had shots there. I've had problems there. Okay, so I lost the question. Where did it go? Oh goodness.
I put it. Okay,
Everything.
there it is.
Oh, okay. No, my screen just went some weird, and okay. So where do I? Okay, so will this procedure help the physical issues? I mean, okay.
I'm sorry.
Is this your first one? Your first
What is C1 and C2? Is that the vertebrae?
It's your cervical spine. It's the back of the neck, right here, and when it hits the very bottom of where your skull is, then it starts counting, and C1, it'll go down your spine pretty much.
Okay.
But from
she said it's C2, C3. C2 and C3. So that's
because I got diagnosed with thoracic outlet in between where your angel wings would be and the chakra is, and so I had a sling on for the longest time. And okay, so you want to know if this will work? Okay.
she says she didn't even know that they did it on the neck. Hope it helps.
Have you done some looking into these procedures and the what do you call it? The results of some people, kind of look. It was only okay. It will only yeah, it's not forever thing. It's just pretty much what you're at a point, I'm assuming, that's so uncomfortable, you are just, you need something to happen. And you're hoping that if anything, it gets better, and God, I hope it doesn't get worse. I'm feeling it. Let me see here. I don't know what they do. So I hope it works. Okay. Well, um, card fly out. Hold on. Two cards. Guys into truth. Actually creative. Okay. I'm gonna pull more cards because they're telling a story.
She says she's got headaches in the front of her head for C2, feels like a band on the side of the head for C3. You know what I mean?
Okay. I know what she's talking about. Okay. Um,
Um,
the first part I get is the this, and it's about using your intuition. Excuse the background football noise here.
I think Diana's I'm not sure she works in the medical field. I'm not sure if she does or
His
I'm
husband's a
not sure.
chiropractor.
I'm not sure, but
Um,
she said C1, C2, and C3 control movement forward, backward, and side of head and neck. Uh, Pisces Paula says muscle relaxers don't do a thing
no, no.
because
Um, yeah,
is
this
that
is
is that the
something.
nerve that is that a nerve that's pinched or something like that? Is something like that or pressure?
It can get so locked up and so uncomfortable, it pinches and burns and will send either tingling or numbness, sometimes down your extremities, can give you horrible headaches.
Okay.
I've been there, and I know exactly what she's going through. It is nothing to play with, because there comes a point where sometimes there's a flare up, and if you don't address it as soon as possible, it gets worse and worse and worse to where they have to like do injections. They've got to go in. There's all types of procedures that they try to do because medication, it just doesn't. Oh, this is what I was going to ask you. Sorry. Physical therapy and any of that. I'm assuming you've tried that as well. Just out of my.
She said yes, pinched nerves. Yeah.
Yeah.
As part of my soul contract, I choose this. Uh, yeah, injections don't work. Mm.
Yeah, my mom went through the same thing. Um, because the cards that I'm getting are about using your intuition to see the truth through the high priestess. I'm trying to kind of get a side kit, but I need to eat some more granola so I can focus. um, but then I have the Queen of Wands. I'm naturally creative. I feel like when it comes to, I feel like
You
you've had
said
to try some creative things to try to just ease the pain. I can feel it. I can feel it. Massage, yeah, all of it does. I used to have my husband hit me in the back of the neck with a channel changer, girl, because that's how good it felt. It felt better to get hit with something hard because it, I don't know if it disrupted my pain channels or what, but it would be so bad where I would just be like, hit me. And he what are you talking about? I'm like, I need you to take a channel changer and tap the back until I say stop. So I got, yeah, yeah, it's definitely a pinch. They diagnosed me with thoracic outlet, which is, kind of the middle of the back, but it would pinch up and I'd be in a sling, and there was nothing great about it. Um, and I don't know, okay, so I'm getting the Empress, but specifically on the bottom of the card, it says, I create what I choose naturally and with joy. So the Empress, is a mother figure, wanting to be taken care of, and in a soft way. But the word that keep popping out in my head is naturally. I know in this situation, you can hardly even fathom of what could be natural besides what you're planning on, trying to set up. But the Two of Cups, I'm worthy of the deepest kind of love. And the King of Swords. So I trust my ability to make a strategic decision. Oh, this camera, come on, for ghost's sake. Just focus. Okay, there we go. I trust my ability to make a strategic decision. I think that this is really about, and this is just a suggestion of, and I don't know if you've already done it, and I'm trying to read the chat, but I have glitter in my eyelash. But just making sure that whoever's going to do it, the procedure, they have, of course, going to have their credentials. But when you're messing with these nerves, it's a delicate thing. And I would just say weigh the options of the time of year you're going to do it, the type of care afterwards, what after effects could happen. Just your regular homework on anything. That I'm not getting that anything is going to go wrong. I think in the weird way of the spiritual way to look at it, it's going to be a big difference in how you go into this procedure and working with your guides and to just get yourself set up to say, okay, this is what my body needs in order to heal. I've also got to go through the steps in order to mentally and emotionally and spiritually unlock, because that's part of it. At least in my experience, I had a lot of anger and resentment. It locks up back there, and it can be caused from something, but it wakens up the body, and that's where it's stored. And I think things are going to be okay. Yeah, I'm not getting anything bad.
I think her situation is all because of her what she's been through. It's stored in there. You know what I mean? Like her drama, whatever drama she's been through this journey, and has accumulated in her body. Okay. So
Okay. I'm going to go to little Ghoul's room. I'll be right back.
okay. So anyway, because I'm not a doctor, so anyway, that's the only thing I could say is that, like Jay said a while ago, maybe, yeah. Oh, I don't get that, but I'm getting whatever you've been through, like there, like the stress you've been through in your life. I don't know. There's something about your your life with your whatever you've been through. You stored it, and all that stress is in your body, stored in yourself. I don't know if you ever heard. You ever hear about I knew a person where uh, that was going through some medical stuff, and this person used to share his videos here in French, though, and they used. You ever hear about talking to yourselves? You ever see anything on YouTube or anybody that does that? They talk to your cells, and this person managed to uh, sort of help heal from whatever inflammation and all kind of stuff by talking to yourselves, because I believe this person had something to do with uh, cancer and things like that. So yeah, 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 Arlene, I heard that you're a pain in the neck. So whatever you've been through, I don't think it's from a past life. I think it's from this life. Whatever you've been through, it's been like quite a journey for you to go through that, and it's stored in your that stress is stored in your body. So whatever. So I hope that resonated with you. So yeah, you're a pain in the neck. I've heard that before, or a pain in the butt, or a pain in your neck. Yeah. So yeah, apple cider also anything that reduces inflammation. The pain comes from inflammation. That's what you're very true about that. So uh, there's apple cider. There's all kinds of other natural, yeah, methods that you can use. But you know, also the self love, self care, gentle. Be gentle with yourself. Things like that. Uh, uh, that's one way. When anger accumulates in your body, it can create havoc. Yeah, and the food you eat that may
Mhm.
cause inflammation also. But this is all you have to explore it with your intuition. And because I'm not a doctor, I can't answer a medical question like that. But I mean, what I'm saying is that w- the the way,
I know.
yeah. Oh, yeah. The good thing I don't get angry anymore. Yeah, that's a good thing. But also it has to be released in a way, like never. I was going to say, never feel guilty for being angry before because you went through a lot of stuff. Uh,
Mhm.
and it's time for you to, you know, create that space, happiness, that space that you're, and it helps. Positive, being positive helps a lot. And being supported by like minded people like us so, that are here
Yeah.
helps.
Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, my heart goes out to you because I've been there, and but there's hope. I can tell you that because I get that pain every once in a while, but it's not every month at the doctor, and them throwing more medication at me, and all that stuff. There was definitely shadow work I had to do to clear some trauma that I didn't know I had. I worked with stones and healing frequencies, and I started making my own jewelry to move the energy through my body that did get stuck in those areas, and that helped a lot as well.
Somebody just mentioned something. Scream in the pillow if you don't want anyone to hear you. But talking about pillow, maybe you guys didn't know that. I was in one time in my life where I was so screwed up. I didn't know I was in depression, sort of. And I went to this sort of a psychiatrist place I knew. So um, the psychiatrist came and he said to me, asked me a question. Oh my God, did I ever get floored? He just asked me a simple question. Who is my name, Ron? Who is Ron? Asked me that directly in my face. And I went, I couldn't answer, and I started pouring tears all over my face. I couldn't stop. I was really, really out of it. I couldn't even answer that friggin' question to him. So he said, "Oh my
Yeah.
God." He said, "Okay, it says everything is urgent. We're going to bring you in here uh, and take care of you for." I think it was over a month. I stayed there. Then they had
Hmm.
me talking to empty chairs because that was my stepfather that was in my head. That friggin' cassette would turn, 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 and turn around, and I was full of hate for him. I didn't know what the hell. I was all screwed up mentally, physically, emotionally screwed up. So they made me talk to a chair, which actually I was talking to my stepfather with the empty chair. And that helped me release some friggin' stuff you wouldn't believe. And they had the other people were watching me. Like there was a group, we're all in a group. So they I started helping other people. Because of me, they watched me, it helped them, sort of. And
Yeah.
talking about pillow, they had a session where we took each other's pillows and fighting each other with pillows, and take out the anger, the stress, all that stuff. Yeah, they made a. That's what they did where I was to heal. Because anyway, because that remind me when you said pillow, that pillow fight I had with other patients that were there. So we were hitting each other with pillows like crazy to
Yeah.
get that
It,
anger out. Yeah,
it's a form of releasing.
yeah, yeah.
And it triggers something in the brain, just like when people need to write stuff down or go, break a bunch of stuff that's
Mhm.
not valuable. But just getting that out is a form of release that is very therapeutic. I've done it and I've helped others do it as well. So it may seem weird talking to a chair, but it's
Yeah,
the representation of what that exercise is that really psychologically starts to change your brain chemistry and how you look at the situation and what you need to say now to release it, if that
I've
makes sense.
even done. Besides pillows, I after well, lots of times I went in my car all alone and screamed my friggin' head right off because I was so. When you get to a point where you're
Yeah.
suffering so much and don't know what the hell especially an impact, especially people are sensitive like I am. I couldn't take it anymore, and I don't know.
Yeah.
The universe
Yeah.
heard me, and I guess the screaming thing is that it changed my brainwave sort of after that, and I felt
Yeah.
better after I released all that that energy there that was in me, because I couldn't stand it
Yeah.
to be
So
suffering.
I hope that
I
all
was
of that
Yeah,
might help.
yeah. I hope that helped. Anyway,
Yeah.
but that's what I've done lots of stuff like that. So uh, it might sound weird to some people, but it's not weird to me because I know what it helped me get through a lot of that stuff.
Hmm.
Uh, I had accumulated a lot of through the years. I
Yeah.
didn't know what I was
You
going through.
can.
I had to figure it out. I had to become aware of everything, everything, everything. So okay, Sue Toffee is saying, I keep dreaming of a gray cat. I have lost three cats in the past 2 years. Do you see a new cat for me in 2024? Uh, that's funny. Um, you're welcome. Um, you know what? Dreaming of a gray cat. Yeah. you, you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing that gray cat trying to tell you something. It's trying to tell you, I'm coming back.
No, that's right. Oh, I haven't this one in a long time.
Is that strange? I'm saying that cat, that gray cat that you're seeing in your dreams, saying, I'm coming back in your life. Is that weird? I'm saying that. I'm saying it's
No,
come back in your
you're
life.
talking to me. Okay. This is words. Okay. Oh, goodness.
Huh. Because she dreamt about
If
it.
you're with that's my cat at my door screaming, and he's gray and white. Oh, Ziggy, do you want to chime in? My cat's at the door scratching.
Let him in. Why not? So
Okay, hold on.
I know that Pisces Paula said something in also because I started. She talked
Do you have
about. Oh, I
I'm
lost.
thinking you
Oh,
have a hesitation.
Pisces Paula said Ronald Reagan closed all mental institutes to save money to rich people to reduce their taxes. Yeah, but you know what? She's talking about Ronald Reagan, and I found out that he had the same. I'm not compared to him there, but he was born on the same date in February the 6th
Mm-hmm.
is my birthday. So, which doesn't mean he
Um,
anything because yeah. Oh my God, she says yes, come back. There you go. So that's what I'm picking up. Oh my God, yes, come back, baby gray cat. You know, it's coming back in your life. Uh,
yeah, you got a gray and white cat outside the door right now, hollering. So I think it's a good sign. Do you want? I'm just kidding.
mhm. So I think that he's in your dreams, comes in your dreams to tell you, I'm coming back. Funny, eh?
This is your third. Like this would be your third cat, or
She
you
lost
lost.
three of them. Yeah, she lost three of them already. She says yeah,
Okay.
I've lost three cats in the past 2 years. And
Okay, past 2 years. Okay.
the past
Let's
2 years,
see.
but one of them, that cat that shows up in your dreams is coming back in your life. Now,
Yeah, I just got the confirmation.
yeah, I didn't pull any cards. I'm just picking that up. So I'm just saying that it's coming back in your life. There's a reason why you dream of that one specifically. That one is coming back in your life. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
uh,
So don't worry about black cats crossing your path during Halloween. Look for those rays.
yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's not specifically going to be exactly gray and this and that. It's a cat, and it's that one coming back in your life. So uh,
Halloween
I
humor
think
is getting me dry the more I go through the night.
I think
I
I think you're going to feel it when you see that cat. That through the eyes, okay, the contact, the energy. I think you're going to feel it. Yeah. I hope that resonated with you. But that's why you showed up. You get the same thing, Jay? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I got the 3 coins. I pulled 8 cards, but I didn't know if you wanted me to show them.
Mhm.
But all of them say that she didn't knew. In this deck, the Ace of Swords is kind of busting through the ties and the illusions and the rope. And then the 10 of Wands. Normally you're thinking that's mental burden, but it's also, when I get this card, if you can see, the skull has the tree growing through it, and that's about like a conscious or mental change, or I don't want to say fracture because that's not, but something is opening up. You're realizing that these signs or the dreams are being more profound, and you're going to get more. Um, and then this 3 of Wands, she's literally climbing up, almost, trying to meet the cat halfway. So I don't know if you're constantly looking or trying to figure out which direction it would be coming from. But the Hangman tells me looking at it in a different perspective. Um, Not upside down, but I mean just in a different way. So how you would maybe think that a cat would come into your life wouldn't be how it would happen. It would be like, oh, you'll never guess. Like, I can't even think of a crazy scenario, but just looking at it from that different angle. So, and we have this happy, village of children surrounded by like a dog emperor smoking a pipe. That's not the point, but it's coming together. It's things that are changing and happening. And then when I got the 3 of coins, that's when I asked about the 3. So that's the abundance here, where it shows. Oh, come on, where it shows the girl in front of the warriors behind her. And when I pulled this card, this is, she's got this happy face on her. This is things coming, but it's specifically when I look at this, it's always 3. So that's why I asked. And this is not to be feared. This is the death card, but it has to do transformation and change. So obviously you've had that transformation, but if you see the girl, she's literally peeking behind the curtain to see the big bad, monster that's really not there. It's just this tiny little figure. So, like I said, be on the lookout for something that isn't how it would normally look, or you wouldn't normally, go in that direction, or see how you would get or see this animal. That's going to be the difference. So it's not going to be the average way that you've either done it in the past, or that you usually would come across, or it would come into your in your life.
Mhm.
I hope that helps.
Yeah. No, I didn't pull any cards. I'm just reading with the feeling I got. That's it. So I hope that resonated with you. And let us know. So, you know,
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm picking up. It's not far away. Yeah. Okay, there you go. You just said thank you,
Thank
Ron, Jay, Star Chat, family, dear moderators. There you go.
you. Yeah. Yes, that's
Okay, let me see where we're at. Oh, I hope Patricia's here. We have Patricia, Leslie King, Rose Flower, Lisa, Sally is also
Rose
in
Flower.
there.
Did she? I think Rose Flower left, or she said she was. I don't know if she actually.
Yeah, yeah. But we have Leslie, Sally, and Diana. Of course, Patricia says, "Wow, um, 2 packages went missing to my apartment building TO box. Said the mail carrier delivered it to secure area here. I went to get them and wasn't there. Companies sent replacement. What happened? Yeah, somebody stole them.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Shutafi. She said it resonated. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, somebody stole them. Somebody. Okay. You know what? I'm not supposed to say this live on channel, but you said they said that they put them in a secure place, and I heard secure my ass. It's funny. I heard that really clear. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So they did, okay, so they sent replacement. So now are you trying to ask for another replacement? Because at this point, I'd be like, I need some tracking numbers. I want pictures to show that you dropped off at the door.
Good night, Arlene. Take care, and thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your time with us. So, I don't know if Patricia's still here or left, but we can answer her question anyway. But I think somebody, the people that stole her stuff. Yeah.
She's not the only one either. I'm getting that this is happening to many people.
Yeah. So, Patricia, is there? Why? Okay, they said they left it in a secure place, but you know what? I don't know what it is, but I'm seeing something like when the delivery, whatever delivery guy, somebody who was followed, okay, followed, and it's like maybe follow them into the friggin' building, and these people took your stuff. Yeah. Hi, Linda. Hey, wow. I'm having Linda Sanibel. That's another lady I work with as a moderator on another channel too. So
Doesn't have any serious charging.
yeah, she says. She wants to know if I think it's the post office. You think it was a post office carrier? Mm-mm. I'm not picking that, but no,
No.
I'm not picking that it was somebody that worked there. I'm picking is somebody outside of that. Somebody followed them. You know what I mean? Hey,
this person has been doing it a while.
In your building, did this? You know anything about happen before? Did this happen before in your building? It seems it has been. It's been. It happened before.
Yeah, this person has done this before. He has an ego about it, arrogant,
She
and he
says.
preys on people.
She says yes. Before I moved here, there you go. I picked it up. It has happened before. These guys. Oh, okay. They're kids.
Yeah.
They're.
Let me just show you the card that I get that probably will explain why I'm making faces, because it's an arrogant little prick of a dude, and he works the system in that way. Come on, card. And if you look, he literally is walking away from the gambling table, and everyone has lost their money. He's stealing it pretty much, and he's like, think about it. He's been doing this a while, and
Well, she said punks. Yeah, that's
yeah,
it.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
getting.
yeah. These people are
There's
getting
ego
away with it.
involved. Yeah, if you see this card represents ego. In this tarot, it's regular tarot. It's usually the devil, belt breaking chains. Come on, card. Sorry, I'm trying to tilt it the best I can, but it's trying to be free of the situation, but there's definitely ego involved. And like I said, he preys on people. In the regular tarot, this is the full card, but in this deck, it's the dreamer, and it's just this guy just taking a walk with his dog, just totally whatever. But there is an angel behind him that does watch his back. But I feel like that the way the angel watches his back, this little punk is watching everyone else, and he's strategic and methodical at what he does. And I don't know why I'm so angry. I'm probably triggering something that I know of somebody who does that, but I'm getting all red and flush because yes, he is a punk.
Yeah,
Um,
and
I
it's not that
yes,
it's not the first time. It's not the first time there. It's been happening before, but this they seem to be around that. They know that delivery package is going to be delivered there somehow, uh, or regular, or delivers often. And they're used to doing this stuff. Yeah.
yeah. So definitely watch the holidays coming up.
Look at this. Diana said, just had my neighbor's sister steal another package of mine yesterday. Her brother brought to me. He said delivered to the wrong address as I was standing there with a photo of the package delivered at my door. Ooh, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but these people are punks. He says, are these punks that come from another neighborhood? They don't live in the middle. I'm telling you, they're not living in a building. It's not
Yeah, they
somebody that
come from somewhere else.
they come
It's
from
just their
somewhere else.
business. They do this all the time.
Yeah, they just watch. They know how they can identify uh, the uh, the truck that does deliveries and everything. They just watch out for that, so that they yeah.
Yeah, I know it's disgusting the learning from them, but there's a system that they also work with other people. Like this is not just a one man job. They all have these little parts they play, and part of it is hacking. He's not the hacking part. He's more of the arrogant. I can do it.
Yeah.
I can talk to her face this way, but turn around and deal right when she's looking at me. What was that?
Yeah, it's frustrating, and you have to be on the lookout. At, don't you get a notice before? Sometimes I don't know. This is a post office. I don't get a notice what time they're going to deliver, but if it's from Amazon, I get a notice that Amazon's coming in such a timing between next 3 hours. They're going to deliver, and I know it. So, but I I know about. I lived in an apartment business. This is crazy because I even had my mailbox broken into. So
Yeah. Um.
what she said, is it a young man who works at the local grocery store I used to go to named Benjamin? I don't get that. I don't get that.
Yeah. I'm not getting.
No, this is something somebody that no. Yeah,
Yeah. You
yeah,
might start recording.
yeah. He only knows a time of delivery from post office UFPS. The deck's safer for me. Hmm.
Yeah. This
I'm
person's
sorry
been
that
doing
happened
it a
to you.
while.
You got them replaced, but yeah,
Look at
yeah,
Leslie King's
yeah.
advice.
Yeah, but it's funny hearing in my head, uh, save my ass. I wasn't gonna say that, but that's what I heard. So, yeah, safe, yeah. Not so much safe because these people they have ways of doing that, and they're used to doing it. So it's like a gang.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a group.
Yeah. They have a
It's
system
not
going.
one, it's a group, and they're doing it for money and things
Yeah,
like
just
that.
watch December holiday delivery times. It sucks, but you're gonna have to be diligent because that's usually when they strike
Yeah,
the
yeah.
hardest. Is most people are getting stuff delivered.
She said, "I will look on. I'll be on the lookout. I will move when
Yeah,
I get the lease renewal in January 1st. We'll try to move in December. Yeah, but yeah, always be aware of your packages, especially. And this happens here. The people, there's people getting like uh, I've seen in the reports on TV here in Canada. I'm talking about Canada. I'm not talking about the states there, where people UPS delivers the friggin' package, and there's complaints about that. The packages are getting stolen because I've even seen on TV where that person uh, followed the delivery person right up to after
yep.
watching for
That's like
for the
he's,
delivery.
he's
As soon as the delivery man leaves, they go up there and grab it and take off with it. So, and they
yep.
caught them on a camera, like a camera at the door. They played the video, and then that's
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
the
That's
nerves.
that's a good thing. Go down immediately at time of delivery. Yes. Uh,
Yeah, that's all I really got was just you have to be very observant with these next coming up holidays.
Diana says, I'm seriously considering mailing myself a package with a brick in it and a note inside
There
to
you
my
go.
local
Yeah,
Oh,
or the little, packages where they explode and all of a sudden he has ink all over his face. That's cool.
mhm.
Yeah, I'm sorry going through that because
I hate that when that happens, but yeah, it's just being
yeah,
careful all the time because before we used to trust, we had a lot of trust in society. Now it's not the postman, it's not the delivery, it's the s- the, s- the I was going to say scums that do this, and
yeah,
they they feed
they
off
because of a pack.
everybody else.
Bring
This
loaded
is
glitter.
not a brink, a sprinkle order glitter.
Bring loaded glitter. Whew,
Uh,
you have been blessed.
and it says trick or treat. Bling.
Yeah,
Yeah. Anyway, okay, we'll move on. I hope that answered your question, Patricia. I'm sending you lots of support on that. It
yeah.
is really, it sucks to be, but make sure you always be on the lookout. Never, never, uh, you know, even me, I'm in the country here and I'm always on the lookout. Put my packages. I know when it's coming. I'm looking all the time, and as soon as it gets here, I go wham! I grab the packages. You know, because there's people out there that just do that. Let's see. Leslie King. I applied for a new role that was encouraged to apply for. Will I get it? And if so, will I enjoy it? Wow, that's two questions right there. Uh,
Um, uh, a new a new role. Okay, I got that new role.
uh,
Yeah, really got it. And, like, okay.
yeah. You're welcome, Patricia. Thank you for moderating. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing
Yeah,
uh,
thank you.
showing your support and time with us. So thank you very much. She said, Leslie King said, "I know I'm pushing my luck with 2 in 1." Hmm, yeah. Wow. Said she applied for. Yeah. 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 Uh, there's a potential of you, a strong potential that you might get it.
Oh, okay, I'm not.
Like I'm saying, there's a potential, a strong potential. You might get it. They're also considering other applicants for some reason. Um, it's not a, it's not something, it's not a sure thing.
I pulled 4 cards.
Okay.
They all look good. Let me try to wrap my granny shawl here because it got cold really quick. Okay. That's the Earth Guardian. Stay rooted and grounded. So with this position, come on, card. There we go. Staying rooted and grounded in this specific position because I feel like there could be a little bit of testing with the Peacekeeper, and it's about, it literally says, let go of the need to be right. So I know you have a lot of knowledge in what you do. Me, I'm just kind of sensing by going through here because you're so passionate and do have such a love for it. That Peacekeeper part is, in this circumstance with you, I feel like it's almost like a biting of the tongue. Like, no, you're not going to say anything, but you have to almost catch yourself. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just like a test. Fire Guardian, ignite your passion. Now, because you're passionate about all that, that's the trigger that you just want to stay grounded and stay rooted and realize that that energy of how you're feeling will pass. And the last card I get is the Sun card. And that's enjoy success. See the success of my camera.
Yeah, I can see it.
I'm so delayed. Okay, good. Yeah, I can never tell if you can actually see what I'm seeing because it's a hot mess on my end. Everything's blurry.
Tina's
Yeah,
seeing part.
Yeah.
Yeah, just flew by over your shoulder. Yeah.
Well, you probably could, yeah. I got so much going on behind me. You probably couldn't see an orb if you tried because there's all kinds of flashy.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that makes sense. But yeah, it's all good. So just kind of be aware that there may be some of that energy moving around where you know how to move through it. And it's just a matter of realizing you're not being angry, you're not being upset about it. It's your passion. That's why you feel the way that you do.
Yeah.
So help, my dear.
Well, I got 3 cards, and one it looks positive, but like I said, then nothing is for sure. There's a strong possibility, and they're considering other applicants also, but yours is a strong possibility. The first one I got is these people are it's a contract coming together, a harmony, a union. Okay, so first off, there's a strong possibility that you might get that position. Uh, and yes, if you're going to be happy, well, it's up to you. But I got this. This is the Page of Wands. It's very colorful. It's like a celebration. I, uh, you know, a celebration. So, uh, then the last card I got was the Eight of Pentacles, but you still have to work at it. You still have to work at it. So, you know. like you said, be happy, but you still have to work at it. Is nothing. No, it's a work. It's a steady work, steady. Uh, but I think you have the skills and the knowledge to do this job. So put it that way. So I hope that resonated with you. Uh, I don't know how I see through these sunglasses and my glasses at the same time. They're all
Because you're psychic.
oh
You don't need to see. You're not
yeah.
using those eyes.
Jesus, it must be because I had to read the chat at the same
Yeah.
time.
You don't need those eyes. You just need everyone.
Oh, she says I've been dragged around job wise all year. Just wanted to be settled. Yes, I know
Mm.
what you're getting at. It's gonna come. I think you have this. Anyway, you got the skills and the ability to do that job, and they're considering your application. Put that way, but there's other people in there, so mm, yeah. You getting anything on that, Jay?
Just the same thing. It's that transitional period where you're just tired of it.
Yeah,
Um, but it's shifting. Yeah, it's shifting. It's like I said, it's a staying grounded thing. It's a being patient thing. Um,
yeah, it is. Well,
the song's in my head now. Yeah, no, I'm getting all good things. It's just a matter of that phase. Just get it through phase.
yeah, it's not easy to be patient sometimes in this.
No, especially
No,
when you ask for patience. Usually, the universe gives you something that causes you to stop to be patient. They don't give it to you.
mhm.
They give you a situation that requires patience, and then they say, "Okay, what's gonna happen now?" It's that funny joke,
Uh,
that cosmic joke.
you can manifest. It's time to manifest manifestation at this moment. I think it's the full
Hmm.
moon today. Is that an eclipse or what is it
Yep,
today? Okay.
in
So
Taurus.
yeah,
Yep,
so it's time to manifest.
and this is the this. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you.
Mhm. Go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say, this is the type of energy too. Also, with Taurus, Taurus is about like earthly material things, wanting to get squared away to be comfortable, to not be running around everywhere. Things, those schedules, routines, stuff like that. And so, with it being eclipse and it being a full moon, that's that energy that even makes you feel more restless around this time. But the shift that's coming, we've got a lot of big planets that are years and years and years that are now changing and going the opposite. Um, and Uranus is one of them. I believe it is now going. I can't remember if it's going retrograde or either way. The point is that that planet represents change. It represents upset in some cultures. Um, so in in the way that I'm hoping that this makes you feel better is that how I look at astrology, and when I put it here what's going on in my life, then I at least know that, like, okay, there's a certain amount of time that I need to wait for things to pass. Once I'm aware that these are the energies that are working within our whole system, it's a waste of energy to try to fight that. And like I said, the transition will probably start to pick up and change within the next month or two. Um,
Hmm.
but that was just the extra stuff I was getting.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So I hope that resonated with you, and much love and many blessings. It's coming. Okay, the next one was Rose Flower, but she left. So, um,
Yeah.
right. Leslie. Okay, and then we have Sally, and we have Diana. What do my guys want to tell me, Leslie? Oh,
Um,
I'm getting be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. That's what's coming through. Be gentle with yourself.
yeah, patience. You're getting, you know something's coming. You know the change is coming, but you're just like, almost get the sense that you're wanting more validation. You want more um, comfort, is what I mean. Because
Eh, You're too hard on yourself. I
not,
don't know. There's something.
yeah, yeah, you're not believing the stuff that you're getting because I can clearly see that you are getting all of the things that we get. That you just kind of need that confirmation from us that you're on the right track. You have you have to believe. I'm getting the Peter Pan movie in my head. Okay, here it is. I can remember how it goes. Okay, so I think Tinkerbell. What is I'm trying to remember the little relationship between the two. There was a part where you never think Little Miss Tinkerbell is down, but there's a part in the movie where she's down and she doesn't feel like she can help anybody. She's like, you know, this big, tiny, tiny, and she doesn't feel like she has a lot of power. Um, sorry, just kind of getting the images. And that I'm not saying that you're like tiny, tiny, but I'm saying in that way that you have big, big manifestation and like ways that you're getting your hits. You're coming into a whole. There's change happening. Is that? I mean, obviously, but I mean, like something has shifted just recently. Is that right?
Yeah, but she's going through some changes like rapidly like this. And I'm
That's what
getting,
I mean. Yeah, like it's
she's
coming
getting,
all fast.
it's creating a sort of anxious. She's getting
Yeah,
anxious, and but you gotta be gentle with yourself. You
exactly.
know, you gotta be gentle with yourself. Uh, Not be so hard. And besides that, I can tell you that we don't actually control anything. It's the energy. You have to go with the flow. It's not easy to follow the flow, but you know, that's the way it works. It just works like that. When you try to force it, it's just like pushing yourself up the river. You can't against the current, you know. You're pushing against the current.
Yeah,
And, and that create a lot of havoc and frustration and everything because you want it to come out the way you want it to come out. Sometimes it's not exactly what the universe has in store for you. You know what I mean? And
okay.
when
Mhm.
we go through this turbulence, I don't know how to say it. Sometimes we are too hard on ourselves. You know, like geez, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it's that energy. We have to have faith in that the universe is on our side. So that's what I'm picking up. And they're trying to help you, by the way, uh, really trying to help you. But sometimes you're too hard on yourself. Self care, self love. Uh, Let go of some stuff. You know, don't hang on to stuff that you know. So there's a lot in there. There's a lot of energy. It's like cleaning your friggin' closet that you haven't been in for years and years. And do I need this hanging on, or do I let it go, or do I hang on to this and let it go? That's what I'm picking up. It's like that. Okay, you have something for her?
Yep, I've got cards, and I talk that too because literally these ascended masters energy is just like this is what need just let her know. But in this deck, I love it. But we first have the Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? Now, not
Mhm.
only is the Star Mother, but this is Mother Mary. So this is Jesus' mom, right? So she's the one that, and I've been working with her energy all day with the roses and stuff on my head, and I have her candle to the right of me. But
Mhm.
I've been working with that same ascended master energy of self-care and believing in that I am getting and not doubting all the little things and trying to overanalyze. Oh, what's greater than that? Yeah, how about just his grandmother? So this is the card right next to it, and I didn't actually delve into the Bible to know that her name is Anne, but according to this deck, that's his grandma in his lineage. But the card says,
Mhm.
"Be the light, laying foundations, and trust the divine plan." And so you've got the two major mother energies encompassing you.
So, Jay, can you
It's,
put your link in the chat so that Linda can subscribe to your channel?
sure. So I'm just saying that you've got the two mothers over here telling you take care of yourself. We're taking care of you. Things are going well. Just relax. You know how moms are. Just relax. You're fine. So I mean, I hope it makes sense because I feel like you're on the right track, and
So just put it in the chat so that Linda Sandoval, she wants to subscribe to you.
Thank you.
Mhm.
The right link. I think it is. Did it go?
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Linda.
So is
There
mine,
it's in the
Linda.
yeah.
You have a
So
question? Okay,
yeah, I have
we can go.
another question. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
So I saw that resonate with you, and much love and supporting you with healing light and love. So it's not easy to go through any, but okay. We have Sally up here. Sally says, "My left palm itch. Why?" I don't know if she's still here, but Sally. Um,
A couple of reasons.
the left palm. That's your intuition, right? The left part
Yeah.
is the intuitive
Yeah.
part.
Some people get itchy palms or itchy noses or itchy ears when they get downloads or hits. Sometimes you'll see readers constantly doing this or pulling and tugging, or sometimes you'll see me doing this with my hands. They'll warm up or they'll tingle. Well, I feel like I need to scratch. It's just a way that your body literally, because this chakra and this point on your palm is a receiver, and it's the left hand that's your receiving side, and your right side is your giving. So that's how you're pulling in energy. Completely normal.
Okay, I heard something something needs to learn how to receive. Needs to learn to how to receive. Like she okay, she's used to giving, but she's not used to receiving, and needs to learn how to receive more. What you getting what I'm saying? That's
Mm-hmm.
why. Okay, it's like needs to learn to receive more. And I hope that resonated with you. Let me see. All right. So you okay? You getting fuzzy your
Yeah, I
vision
was just
when
talking.
you yeah.
I was having
So
trouble reading the last part, and I know, yeah, I know it shifted.
I hope that answered your question, Sally. Oh, that wasn't your question. Well, that's the question I picked up. It wasn't your question because you got my left
Oh,
itch. Why? Why did she say it's not her question? Can you?
I don't
Okay, if it
know.
wasn't your question, can you put it in chat right now? Your the question you wanted.
She said, "I'll
Uh,
take it, thanks."
I don't know. That's the one I got because there's a question mark on the end. My left palm is
Maybe
itchy.
somebody,
Why?
maybe they like phantom, like taking over, phantom typing.
I don't know.
The little kid.
But that's the one I picked up. So I guess I must have missed the other one. You had another one in there. Oh, I can't find it
Things are
anymore.
happening.
I'm
I'm in
getting
that
a headache.
midnight hour.
I'm getting a headache now. Jesus. Yeah.
Yep.
Uh,
I'm thinking I'm gonna take everything off because I know it's not helping. Ugh.
well, okay, Sally. Sorry about that, but that's the one I thought that was your question anyway. But she says she'll take it anyway. Okay. Mm. We have Diana. She wants to know.
Okay.
That's a lot. I didn't see that. Mine. She says mine was in the beginning before I started. Oh, before you start the question. Wow, I didn't see that. Maybe I missed that. Well, if you want to repeat the question, then we can answer that you wanted. Uh, question: do you see my nurse writing and coaching career being successful? I'm feeling more confident with writing, but I know I could do both. Yes, you can do both. Mhm. Sally, just
Yeah.
repeat your
I'm
question.
getting that they're intertwined. Like it's not
Yeah,
even
they go.
a hard
There's,
transition. Like
there's no
they
question
go.
about it. They have to go together. So, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Because I was gonna say we could go up until hours trying to find it that way.
Yeah, she says I have to. That's it. Thank you. I just have to get off my behind and get it going. I think there's some sharks out there willing to take my yes dollars to teach me how to start these business. So I'm trying to be careful. I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit.
Yeah.
Uh, that's the thing about yeah. Jesus, people. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. You're talented.
You're very talented. I think you're gifted with that, and it could help a lot of people. You know. Yeah, Sally, put your question in caps that you left before, if you can, please, so I can we can do that. Ah, hmm. Yeah, you got there's that's a need that your gifts about it's needed. So you're in the right direction. Okay. This thing is needed. You have the gift to do that, and it's needed. Uh, I think that's if you can rewrite it, Sally, please, so I can we can do your question that you wanted.
Wondering if
Um,
for some reason messages are not getting put on the thing because someone, I don't remember who, but somebody had just mentioned something very similar to this, where somebody will be in the chat and put up a question and no one will see it, and or they are saying something and nobody sees it, them talking. Because that just came to mind, was I was like looking and I'm like, I don't see it either, because this is the second time in 2 days I've heard this happening.
yeah, it happens, and sometimes we don't do it on purpose to miss those, but
Oh,
I know,
right, yeah.
like,
But it is something that I'm noticing is a possibility, because I think at one point somebody thought we were ignoring them, and then when I went and rewatched it, it didn't show up. You have to hit, like, there's all messages and then there's top messages. Sometimes they don't have the same questions. If you don't hit all messages, I won't see when someone's responding to someone. And that's just something I just noticed through the past couple days is, oh, YouTube. I don't know. Okay. It is not showing in the chat. Well, I'm down to answer it. So, I mean,
we're here to answer it, Sally. So please share your question. Take the time to rewrite it, so we'll answer your question. It's free. It doesn't cost anything, so we're here. Because I don't see it either. I didn't see it either. I thought that was your question, so that's what I picked up. Yeah. Okay. Pull some cards. Mhm.
okay. That's again, I
You
was
want
2% out of
Diana wants to pull some
whatever.
cards. She's right about being careful. Also, who possibly is associated with her. Also, you know. Uh,
It is like 40 degrees.
Jesus. I mean, oh my God, look at these cards. First two cards I got uh, about the project. First of all, this is this is a good card to get. First, you got the Queen of Pentacles that came out. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, yeah, I know. I can't. I didn't say. I thought that was her question, so that's what the one I started. You got Diana. You got the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is about abundance. You're that's you. You are know exactly how to um, do this. You know what I mean? It's just being careful who you associate with. And then I got the outcome. I got the Knight of Wands. This person is ready to go. Ready to go. Don't be shy, Sally. We'll do your questions you want. This I got
Oh,
I got the Knight of Wands. Look at this thing. she's she's victorious on a horse, steady, and
Mhm.
knows exactly where how to get there. So very very gifted.
Mhm.
Um, um, it's just being careful who you share your knowledge with. At the beginning, like um, so I hope that resonated with you, Diana. Um, Go ahead there, Jay, if you have something for her. Couple cards.
I just want to pull one because we just need that happy ending. Okay. So the first one I got was Aquarius, and it represents collaboration. It doesn't necessarily need to represent collabing with another person, but just getting to, if you know how Aquarius energy works, it's tinkering, it's getting diving deep within your creativity and the knowledge is coming up. It's just a whole brain censored energy, is what I'm trying to say. And then I have moon, which is perception. And I think that in this way, moon is, it represents the emotional side, the sign in which you don't let everybody see it. The you home? Okay, I'm just in the middle of it. So the third one I got is root. So I think with this, it's about staying grounded, staying rooted, and maybe even going back to some things that are from your roots to get, that spark it from pulling from experience in life or something that you've been through. Um, because this next card tells me that you have the fifth house, which is passion, and it's about everything that you're literally trying to get together right now. There's an easel, there's roses, there's everything that you love about the great parts of putting something like this together and making it happen. And then about the Taurus, the cultivate, and that's making it happen. That's doing those things, and with it being literally the moon, I think this is probably kickoff to this spark that that um, that's come up. So that's good confirmation. It looks good. I'm excited for you. This is, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you got positive cards, so the outcome. But I think that your gifts are needed. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's diving deep in the roots. It's is resonating, of course. Uh,
Yeah.
uh, but
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what? I get the feeling that she has this gift, but it's the way that she can, oh, she's reach people, put it out there in a special way that
Yeah.
others don't have. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? It's
Yep.
like
It's her own. It's her own flavor. It's her own touch. It's different.
it's a lot different, and
It's her own.
it'll touch a lot of lives also because you're exposing. I think it comes directly from your soul and your knowledge. Uh, I think that yeah, the time has come for you to express that. It'll help a lot of people too.
I agree.
Mhm. You're welcome. Yeah. So that's what I'm picking up, and I hope it let us know because yeah, more in the story form that helps others not feel alone and help them to advocate for themselves. That's what I'm talking.
There you go.
I said she had something special, the way to put it out there that you know
Yeah.
that will reach a lot of people, and instead of uh, I don't know,
Let me show you. It's
it'll
just
help.
like easel. When it has flowers on it, it
Mhm.
shows the way that it's set up, the way that you have
Yeah,
all of the things and every like the supplies are behind it, so you don't see the work behind it, but you see the finished product. I feel like it, flowers healing and how you approaching it and putting it all out there, but making it a beautiful canvas. That's that extra touch that separates.
hmm. So um, thank you for that
Yeah.
question, Diana, and many, 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 many blessings for you and much love, because it's needed in this world to have
Yeah.
people gifted and share that with the rest of the world.
Yeah. I'm getting goosebumps, and not because it's cold out, but because it's the spirit months.
No, but it's unique.
Mm-hmm.
There's a unique energy about it. I don't know. I just feel it, the uniqueness.
Yeah.
That yeah.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. So Sally, Sally, Sally. I gotta have to sing to her. Jesus, I just wanted to answer your question before we leave. So I didn't get the
I
right
know.
one.
If
Hmm.
she didn't put it out, I would just pull a card and just do a random, you know,
Hmm.
because she waited all of this time. Thank
Yeah,
you,
she waited
by
all
the
this time.
way.
She shared her time with us and everything. I thought I had the right question. Jesus. Mhm. But
I know. I'm giving you the impact cards
yeah,
here.
thank you, Patricia. Thank you. My my cat is meow. He's getting to the end of the
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jesus. Yeah. Uh, oof, jeez, I'm hot. So look at my pinky around my
Yeah.
neck there. So, good night, everybody. Then, sorry about that. Come back next week and please put all your question in caps so I can see it. But that's the
Do
one
you
I
think
saw.
Sally left?
What?
I said, do you think Sally left?
I didn't hear you well because you're cutting out something.
Oh, do you think Sally left? Because I pulled a card saying tap into your spiritual power. Reach
Yeah, I think she
out
left.
to
I
a
think
power.
I think she
Well, if
left.
she rewatched,
Yeah. You're welcome, Diana. Take care. Thank you for moderating, by the way. Thank you for being here. You and
yeah,
Patricia.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
You and Patricia are great moderators. I know I work with them, so I know what they're capable of. Oh,
Yeah.
they're gentle souls, and the yeah. Okay. Um. So there's five. There's four. So some people come back in and leave. I don't know. Mm. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Um. Anybody? I don't know if Sally's still here. I don't think she's still here. Did you have a card for her?
Yeah. If she rewatches it, she can get the
Yeah.
message. Reach out to a power greater than you. Help and to help solve the dilemma. Stay open to his guidance in your life.
Hmm.
So I hope that this can get across to you that whatever question you may have had, reach out because they just really need to ask. You need to ask permission and they're right there with you. So I'll probably have to go back and yeah, I got to tap into your spiritual power. And just see the message.
Maybe the question we did answer, maybe there's something why that one came out and the other one didn't. So must be something.
Well,
there's a reason.
If she's tapping into that one,
Yeah.
getting her
So thank you for sharing your time with me, and thank you for being here. And I'll be on Monday, for you folks that are still here. I'll be on my channel at the same time. I'll be a guest on Sun Psychic Jean. If anybody knows her, I'll be collaborating with her on Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern. So that's 3 p.m. Monday, this Monday.
Okay.
So have a great Halloween, everybody, and thank you. Thank you. Good night. Take care.
Good night.